All right. Now can you guys hear me? I have my headset connected downstairs.
Trucker problems.
And
problems.
Gus is watching The Floor is Lava.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah. So
I was like, there's no TV. Everyone's downstairs, but that's why.
So I already said hi to all of you guys when I put you on the screen. So no pajamas. Okay. No pajamas.
So anyways, we saw, and then
yeah,
Tony,
we saw these CNS.
How you doing?
Hey Tony, thanks for the heads up on the TV. I wouldn't have realized until you said that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my headset is downstairs on the table right by the TV.
I was like, I don't understand how they can hear kids and TV. Jerome Jones calls you big money. That's funny.
Yeah, he calls everyone big money. What's up, Jerome? Endgame said fires are flakes. They never show up on offer up. Maybe 1 out of 10. They both guys that were supposed to show up did show up. One decided not to buy it for his own reasons, and then the second one might have, maybe, possibly. You guys will have to wait for a video on that, I think. There we go.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know what he's carrying upstairs, but it sounds heavy.
TW from Queensland. Hi. That's
What's
cool.
up? Put another shrimp on the bobby.
Oh, okay. I apologize for that. Yeah. Audio. Can't hear you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
all I hear is TV and a kid. That is Gus.
That is our house.
That was a wonderful way to begin this live show, though. But hey, tonight I did want to mention to you guys that, oh my goodness, there's so many people in here already, and I'm already so far behind on comments. So I may not get to all your comments tonight. I apologize about that ahead of time. But in the title, it said, "Did I sell my truck?" And we'll get to that in a little bit. But also it says fundraising for softball. So if you guys see down in the bottom corner, it has my Cash App. So tonight we're raising money for Maggie, our middle daughter, our
oldest daughter, our middle daughter.
Well, we have two daughters
in the middle. They're both in the middle.
All right. Maggie's the older one.
So she's 14. She had to try out, and she made their middle school softball team. And there was a lot of good girls. It's a really good team, really good coaching. We live in a small community, and they try to do fundraisers. So, to defer the cost, just like any other sport. So what they did is they gave us the month of December. I don't know if you can kind of see that. That's horrible this way. Maybe that's horrible. Anyways, it's a calendar in December and has all the days 1 through 31. And basically you pick a date, you donate that amount of money. So we already have some dates. She's already raised $82 and she needs to raise $512.
So ultimately that's what it comes out to is $512. We already have a little bit. And we're trying to raise money for the Canon County Middle School softball team, and the goal of it is that they would get new uniforms and not have to have a
they call it a player fee. So they're trying to no player fee, so the girls can have. It's their first year of having a middle school, so they want to have new stuff, and so basically. If we happen to raise more than that, it's still going to go to the team to help maybe girls that don't raise quite the whole calendar worth, but they're asking everyone to try. So we just thought we would try.
And being new to our area, we don't have a huge network here in Cannon County. But you know where we do have a huge network is out there with you guys on YouTube land. So I just figured we would try to see if you guys, and obviously it's Christmas season. Please don't give more than just a little bit. I'm hoping that, I mean, there's like 180 people in here right now. That's crazy. Thank you guys for coming. But if everyone just gave like a few bucks, we could get to that goal really, really, really quickly. So please don't like go too crazy. But the reason I shared, so Grow Truck Yourself, thank you very much for the $20 super chat. The only problem with super chats is that they take YouTube. YouTube takes 40%. So we out of this, we're only going to get $12.
We'll take it.
Which is cool. But that's the reason why I put my Cash App on there, because the Cash App will go directly to my phone. And then from my phone, we'll be able to just put it straight, write the check out of our bank account. And
we'll just do it that way. And then, Jake Erickson, we got yours, right? Did I see that on your phone? He said he just sent over $15.
Boom. Got it.
Thank you very much. So if we can do that, that would be awesome. And then we can, we can do it that way. Hey, baby. You want to share that too, or no? Yeah, we can do Venmo. I don't remember my thing on it is Go Truck Yourself. 40% is when we first learned that, we were like, wow, that really kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you think you got a super chat. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we were all excited because we were raising money before for our church and for the grocery assistance program. And then we were like, oh, we're not getting that full amount. Hey, please don't go between there, okay, buddy?
You can come sit by Mama.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's see. Yeah, Jerome says he calls everyone big money because everyone on YouTube is making the big bucks. Hey guys, can you not be loud right now? I know you want to play. He wants to play The Floor is Lava. There's a show on Netflix called The Floor is Lava.
Don't let your kids watch it.
Well, especially not if they have autism and they're prone to like obsessive behavior, because now that's all he does. He just runs around and jumps on all of our furniture nonstop.
Who's that? Gus, can you say hi, YouTube?
Hi, YouTube.
Say what's up?
YouTube.
Oh, hi, YouTube.
In game, what brand am I considering for my next truck? I will tell you.
Oh, that's going to show them. Say, look, Peterbilt.
Not this brand. I'll just say that. Not that brand of truck. Hey, we got 200 people in here. What? You guys are awesome.
That's so fun.
Let's see. So that's the. I'm gonna leave the. That's the wall. Thanks, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me up.
No, we can't show Amelia in here. Amelia, go down. Oh, okay, here we are. Everybody now.
Let's see. Jersey Lodato said, "Hey man, I'm not even a driver, and I love your channel. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Come on with it." Said, "Swing bada bada." So when I was a kid, that was the thing to do was you drive by the Little League fields, and all you would hear, it would just be full. Hey, bada 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 bada. Hey, bada 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 bada. Hey, bada. And then you'd hear swing right when the
Go Gussie. Do you want me to share my Venmo or?
Yeah, maybe that would work.
And then how do I do that?
I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. What I'll do is I'll try to share it in the comments, and then you can put my comment on the top or whatever. Right? You can do that?
Yeah, I can pin it. Yeah. I can
pin it.
Pin your comment. Yeah. Daniel Graff, have I met any other YouTube truckers besides Just Trucking? Yeah, Just Trucking is probably the one, like just the most recent, but I've met so many now. I met DIY Semi, Trucking and Other Stuff.com TV. I don't know, whatever his name is now. And I met Fake Trucking, obviously. and then Nomad Trucker, which his channel is now called like Another Day Trucking with Nomad. Trucking together. We lived like an hour away from each other out in California, and they actually sold my old pickup for me when I moved from California. I left my pickup there, and they drove an hour down from their house, picked it up, took it back to their house, and put it on whatever, Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and sold it for me after I moved. So I know them well. They're awesome. Here we go. Drama Central asking for Zelle too. We got
Zelle is harder because it's like bank information and stuff. So I would like to just stick with the Cash App, and I'm about to help share my.
Okay, cool. Oh, hold on. We just got all right.
Okay,
So,
you're fine.
Jacob sent us $15. Dale sent us $10. Sorry, and it says your real names on here, so I'm just gonna say first names. I hope that's okay. I hope you guys. Some people have like an alias on their YouTube name, so forgive me. I won't share your last name. How about that? Reggie sent us $20, and then Karen sent us $100.
What? Thank you.
So yeah, we really appreciate it. All of that is going to go directly to our daughter's softball team.
I don't know how to do this. I can share this to your phone. I don't know how to share it to YouTube. Like I don't know.
Will you just
screenshot it?
No, because you can't do that.
Yeah.
Just copy that
okay.
down so you can type it into or just type it into a comment, and then I'll pin that comment.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're trying to figure it out. That's why I have the Cash App there, the Cash App Velox 18. You guys can donate just a little bit, please. You don't go crazy, please, because we don't want to ruin anyone's Christmas, but we are trying to help these girls get new jerseys. So we're trying to raise just a little bit of money from a lot of people. Rather than having a few people give a lot, we're trying to have a lot of people give a little, and it will go a long way to helping the softball team not have to have all the girls give pay money to buy new jerseys and
okay. I just
the player
did it.
fee and all that.
I'm a new comment, so go down and then pin my comment.
Okay, well I've got to do that in YouTube, so I've got to go on my phones. Sorry, guys. I wanted to know, I was kind of thinking about this, and I was thinking, like, do any of you have any cool stories about, like, I guess, like lessons you learned growing up in sports, or maybe with your own kids in sports? Do you guys have anything that any stories you could share with us? Because that would be awesome to kind of hear, because I have some stories. I'll just share one real quick. I did want to mention Julio. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. It's like a super chat, but it's like a I don't know, a sticker you buy. I really don't know what the difference is.
It's like that, but it's a sticker.
All right. So I pinned this comment at the top of the chat. So you should
just put softball in
that.
The thing, and then that'd be cool.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
So anyway, so we're just raising money for the softball team, and I'm a big believer in sports. When I was 10 years old, I was kind of like a veteran player on like a peewee football team, because I started as early as I could, and so I was kind of a bench player my first year. My second year I was okay, but then like my third year I was like one of the star players, and I was like, I went to practice. I had started conditioning like on my own before the football season started. So we got into what they call Hell Week, the conditioning week. And I was just kind of like, man, I got this, whatever. And I remember like proving myself to the coach, because I wanted to be like a star player. Well, then I became a star player, and it was awesome. And it was fun. Well, the next year I went in thinking, I got this. I'm good. I'm one of the star players. We're good to go. And so I started kind of loafing around in practice, and my coach noticed that I was just kind of like, I came in with a different strategy. The year before, I tried to condition myself ahead of time. This year, I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Like,
Shut the door.
Sorry.
Wow. So much going on right now.
Sorry, I just sneezed. I'm sorry.
My
everything's fine.
My
Everything's fine.
God bless you.
You got mad at me because of sneeze.
Well, it was the
I can't control
it was
it.
the slamming of the door and then the rushing in the background. I was just like,
Chill.
I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, so
You're a house of peace.
so I was loafing it. That was my strategy that year, was to loaf it with all the other guys, everyone else, all these other guys that were star players, and they would loaf it through conditioning because they weren't really ready for football season. And my coach saw that I was trying to be like them, and rather than hold me to their standard, he held me to my standard and really to his standard. And he called me out in front of the whole team. And he said, Jenkins, get moving. And I mocked him a little bit. I like fake jogged like faster just to try and be cool, because I really thought like I'm a star player, you know. He sat my ass down on the bench, right? And you think like, oh, it's conditioning week. But to be told to go and sit down on a bench, like for me, for a guy like me that I don't
made the example.
I don't sit down like ever, and I want to be first in line at the condition. Like I wanted to be the best, and I was told I couldn't even be out there, and so I had to sit there. So I remember that coach though, Dave Simonson, and he coached me for 4 years straight. My last 4 years of like youth football.
Okay.
Well, maybe that's why you shouldn't jump on my bed. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, Jenkins, get moving. That's exactly what he said. And you know, that lesson though of like not even though the guys around me were all my peers and they were all good players as well, and they were all gonna do great that season. They all played well. Someone played a lot better than I did. But it's like you don't compare yourself to other people, and not getting to do something that I loved because I was busy kind of trying to like stay in like the cool kid group.
Okay.
You're okay. All right.
That kind of anyway, that stuck with me, and he taught me that lesson. And unfortunately, I had to learn it over and over again that, you know, you don't need to compare yourself to other people, and that you should just apply yourself 100% in everything you do, because that's how you get the results that you actually want. But anyway, so that's my little sports story.
Jason, thank you for the Venmo.
All right, awesome. We're getting. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
What's your total?
Okay, yeah. Anthony, thank you for the Cash App. Arthur, thank you for the Cash App, and Leo, thank you for the Cash App. Once again, another big $100 donation. So you guys are pretty much almost at what I don't even know what the total is at right now.
Open the other tab, you can see it.
I know.
Do you know how to use your phone? Did you forget?
Kind of. Okay, yeah. So we already got 255 on there, and you got $10 there, and then we've gotten some super chats. So you guys are killing it right now. So anyway, so that's what the Cash App is on the corner for, because we're trying to raise money for the jerseys for my daughter's middle school team. I think it's really hard to have him in here when we're trying to do this. It's really tough. Do you mind taking him down?
Sure.
I think because the microphone doesn't know what to do. I don't think. It's like, oh my gosh.
Either do I. I don't know what to do either. Everyone who has said hi to me as well, hello, and I'm glad you're here, and thank you so much. Come on, Bessie, let's go down.
Just get him back into the thing and then come back.
Hey, do you want to put a bandage on his forehead?
Okay, Bandit, what's going on with the truck? We will talk a little bit about the truck.
Okay, no bandage.
I will say that I had a couple guys interested this week, and one was here yesterday and one was here today. One was here on Monday and one was here today. So I will talk more about that in a little bit. I want to see. Here we go. Chief Freyholler, one Little League coach would always tell us anything worth doing is worth doing right. I still, I'm assuming, think of this 30 years later. Yep. Chief Freyholler, that's the kind of stuff that like we don't even realize how much wisdom all these like little league and youth coaches had, and really, I don't know that how many of them realize how much of an impact they have on like grown men's lives later on in their life when, we can think back and think of specific things that they did and said that taught us, huge life lessons. And of course we have to have those lessons like reinforced over and over again, because if you're like me, we're a little hard-headed and a little thick-skulled. So that's part of it. Yeah, Seven Seas has some sports advice for people. He says, parents, let the coaches coach and refs call the game. Okay, another fun story for me. My son was 12-year-old, and we would stand out because we had little kids. We would stand out like beyond the outfield grass, and I would always stand like off to the left field or right field, because if I stand anywhere near center field, I can see the balls and strikes really clearly because it's a small field, and I can see when you got a perfect view there. And so I learned over time that I couldn't stand where I could determine balls and strikes, because then I see just how bad the umpires actually were. And granted, love all of you volunteer umpires or umpires getting paid like, $5 an hour to go and umpire our kids' games. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. But golly gee willikers, sometimes it's like it'd be better just to have like the honor system where the kids called the game themselves, because sometimes these umpires, they were not watching the same game that the kids were playing. I don't know what they were watching. And so anyway, there may have been a few where I might have yelled from the outfield loud enough for everyone in the stands and all the kids to look back at me like, who was that? Who's yelling from the outfield? You got to call it the same for both teams. I said something like that. I don't know. He was squeezing one of the pitchers, and then the other one was getting all the. It's just one of those things. I lost my way a little bit there. Dennis said, I once recovered a fumble when I was a freshman, but then again, we only had leather helmets. Do you think that was a good idea? I've been goofy ever since. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's leather helmets was the way to go. Now we just need to go back to that so that guys aren't using these plastic helmets to hurt each other. That's my theory on things. Dave Metzler said, I pitched in every game and was the best player on my 11-year-old undefeated team. I didn't make the all-star team. Life lesson, life isn't always fair. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. Luckily, my son, he was the best player on his team by the time he was 12. When he was 10 and 11, he had these really this generation of kids that were above him, and so he didn't make he did make it his 11-year-old year. He made it, but his 12-year-old year, he was starting pitcher, and then when he wasn't there, he was at shortstop, and that's just everywhere. That's where he played. But luckily he made all-stars because he did. He was like one out away from a no-hitter one game, and he was awesome. He was a more of a utility player than like a shutdown pitcher. But for some reason, kids just could not hit him. They just had a hard time, and he threw strikes. So. Renata, what position does your daughter play? Mine was pitcher. She's played a little bit of everything. She pitched a little bit in youth in like a city league. Now she really likes second base, but basically when they were hitting fly balls out to the girls, there's some really good girls on their team, and so they I saw pretty much right away like who the natural infielders were, who like they have like that movement of the infielder where they just have like a smoothness in fielding the ball and transitioning to the throw. And Maggie doesn't have that. She just kind of she's like solid and plays like she just plays like sound. Like she makes pretty much every play, but they like that for the outfield. They were hitting her fly balls and they were like, yeah, you're an outfielder. You're going to play outfield, which I'm okay with because I was always an outfielder. That was my best position. I was a wide receiver in football and an outfielder. And I loved it. I loved running around the grass and diving and making catches. That was my favorite part of baseball. So Tommy Creamer said, Gus needed a crash helmet. Then he do more crazy stuff. Yeah, I wasn't really like worried about him because, he's just up on my bed, but he jumped and lost his balance and hit his head on the wall. Pretty good. pretty strong hit there. Let's see. Did I sell the truck? We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. But right now we're trying to raise money for my daughter's softball team. Basically, we have a fundraiser going on that we've got to get so that all the girls, if we can all raise enough funds for the girls, then they won't have to have a player fee. So that's always a good thing, so that parents, don't have to pay, because some parents may not have the money. We're kind of we're blessed to be in the position we're in, but we also there's been a lot more years in our lives than not where a small player fee was like a really difficult thing for us to do. So we know where that is and why, so we really want to not just meet our goal to raise the 512 that we're all kind of allotted to raise. And if we do that, if everyone raises 512, then, we'll be able to buy new jerseys. But it'd be nice to even go above that and raise more than that, because, we'd be able to, give the rest of that to the team for, other girls who may not have their all their money fundraising, by the time it's supposed to be turned in. But also, if let's say everyone turns all of it in and everyone does awesome, and there's just a budget surplus, they can either set themselves up good for next year, or they can maybe even buy the girls some more equipment for this year. It's a public school, and so with public schools, these teachers are underpaid. I took the liberty of looking at the public record of what teachers get paid in this area, and they're all underpaid, all overworked. So don't need coaches and teachers trying to supplement the sports programs. So I'm just trying to do my little part, because I have a YouTube channel. I don't know as many people in the community as people who grew up around here in this area. So I'm kind of utilizing the tool that I have, which is YouTube, to try and raise a little bit of money for the softball program, and get ourselves hopefully some new jerseys for the girls. That would be awesome. And like Jessica said at the beginning, they just kind of merged schools together. They used to do school a little differently around here, and now they just created a middle school, and so it's kind of like a new school that even though it's a really I don't know, this county has been around a long time. These schools in this area, there's like generations of people who've gone to the same elementary schools as their kids and their kids and their kids, and so it's kind of interesting like that. Kind of reminds me of the area I grew up in, except everything's changed so much back there that it's all different. And I have a feeling this area is going to change and keep changing. We're part of that change a little bit, right? When we moved here from California, so we're part of the problem. No, but that's kind of the way it is. Time keeps on going, and times change, and people move around, and economies do all kinds of crazy stuff. And so anyway, through all that, these schools kind of have to change and adapt with it. And so they started this new middle school now. And so they don't have a lot of stuff, because they didn't have a middle school team before. So now it's kind of trying to build up all of that stuff, and new uniforms is part of it. So let's see. Lauren said, the time spent with my sons who played football, baseball, and shooting sports, the memories flood back often now that they are grown. Soak up the time, burn it into great memories. Yep, exactly. I think back, I'm almost 40 years old, and I can remember specific practices from when I was 10 or 11. It's like that's the youth sports leave an impression, and I can remember specific games, and I still tear up a little bit when I think of my oldest son's first home run, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's the youth sports. I'm a big proponent and fan of kids playing sports, and learning the discipline and hard work it takes, and the teamwork it takes to be a part of that. A lot of kids can get really good grades and go on to do great things in their lives, but if you don't learn how to become part of a team, I think it hinders you in your life, in your career, and even in your family. I think learning how to strive together and sacrifice with other people to accomplish a common goal is a lesson that transcends sports and shows you kind of valuable life lessons. So go trick yourself. Did I sell the trailer? Also, no, I'm keeping the trailer. I have it parked right now, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Don't worry. We got plans. We got plans. Let's see. Joe Janet said, freshman year, Bakersfield College, I was a pitcher through 97 miles per hour. But I was all that and argued with coach to hit batting practice instead of pitching practice. He had me run laps backwards. Yeah. Dang, 97, bro. That's nothing to mess with. I wouldn't have even gotten in the batter's box against you, I don't think. I never was a good hitter. I was a bunter. I was a bunter and run my butt off to first base. I figured I'd have a better batting average by the end of the season if I just bunted my way on base. Let's see. 7C said, you definitely sold your truck. You guys are too giddy. I'm always excited to hang out with you guys. Man. I am. There's 277 people in here. Holy crap, man. We are cool. We're getting I don't know if Jessica is getting any more Venmos. Oh yeah, she got one from Tony. I don't know if she mentioned that one. But yeah, so we're slowly working our way up to the goal here to raise money for these girls for their new jerseys. So I'm kind of going to string the truck news out until the end. And let's see. Matt McCool said, I took a fastball to the eyeball, and that was the end of my baseball career. Man, that's hardcore, man. That's like super hardcore. Let's see. Mike Hart said, how do you use that app? Are you talking about the Cash App? I think you just connect a bank card to it, and then you can just send it over. Leslie, thank you for the super chat. Once again, we're trying to avoid super chats tonight just because I want to be able to give 100% of what you guys give to the softball team, and YouTube takes 40% of these super chats. So I appreciate it, definitely appreciate it, and we'll take whatever you guys can give in whatever way you can. But yeah, the preferred method is Cash App. You search for me on Cash App, which is Velox 18, and then you should be able to donate right there through Cash App. To be honest, I had never heard of it until YouTube, and then a bunch of guys on YouTube do Cash App. So I just set it up because I was giving money to something one night, so now that's just what I have. But we also have a pinned comment. Jessica's Venmo is pinned at the top too. So if you want to go give through Venmo, you can click on her Venmo and you can use Venmo if you're not familiar with Cash App. Like I said, we're giving 100% of it. We're not keeping any of it. We're giving 100% of it to the softball team. So trying to raise money. Maggie there's like a calendar. Jessica she put it somewhere where I can't grab it. But basically, we need to raise $512, not dollars. I can't raise $512. I would lose my mind. I'd lose my mind after the third one. Two of them, I'm already right there. But anyway, all the girls are being asked to raise $512 so that we can not have a player fee and so that they can get new uniforms. And so we're trying to raise that, and then plus some. Obviously, we'd love to go in there with $1,000 and just bless them. And like I said before, if everyone could just give a little bit, then nobody has to give the big gifts. I appreciate the $100 gifts that you guys have given. There's a couple guys that have given 100 already, and that's crazy. But if everyone could just give $5 or $10, then we would be a lot closer to getting these girls outfitted with their uniforms and stuff. So let's see. Old School New School said, I played shortstop until I broke the first baseman's hand. They sent me to the outfield. Yeah. And then they said, don't bother hitting the cutoff man, didn't they? Let's see. Michael Parker said, Nick, where's the app for softball fundraising? So that's what I was explaining, the Cash App. And then if you look down here, I think it's down there. That's my username on Cash App, and then you should be able just to type that in and continue giving. DIY semis in the house. I saw a boom. I thought it was fake trucking because of the boom, but then I realized, oh no, that's DIY.
This is love.
Yeah, you brought me chocolate chip cookies.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies on a rainy day.
I'm just saying. Mom, if you're still in here, you created a monster.
You did. Thanks.
So every rainy day she used to make chocolate chip cookies, and I don't know why she did it. I think she just wanted them on rainy days, but it ingrained this thing in me where when it's a rainy day outside, I'm like, wait, we need chocolate chip cookies. And my wife's like, what? what? Come on. What? Let's see. Brandon said, what did I miss? Well, you didn't miss any news about the truck because I'm holding off on that until
how many comments are you behind?
Oh, like billion and a half.
Billion.
Well,
Freightliner 15 vehicle wreck. Yikes. The I-90.
Yeah, there you go. So what did you miss? And 7C said, basically teased if he sold the truck but went straight into donation for daughter softball team. Yeah, man. Trying to raise money for my daughter softball team, and then I'll drop the info on what's going on with the truck. We'll do that. I'm guessing he's going to get a Freightliner. I did say we did drop a hint earlier. Said the next truck probably isn't going to be one of those. Not positive yet. Not positive, but thank you for the $20. Whoever that was.
Did you thank Tony already?
I did.
Thank you, Tony.
Oh yeah, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Okay. I'm going to put these in your mouth.
No, because I'm trying to talk, and if I eat these, I'm going to be like.
Well, maybe I can talk. Did y'all see that? That was amazing. This is the way you shut Velox up. For all you people out there that tell him he talks too much. Chris Jenkins. Hi.
If you just click on it, it'll show it on the screen.
Yeah, I got it. Barry, we're doing good. Do you accept Fs? Oh my gosh.
Click on it so that other people can laugh about it.
Okay. I lost it.
It's right there.
Your mouse kind of sucks. I think that's what's really the problem.
Okay, we'll use the pad up there.
Douglas, thank you. Thank you. You're funny. You get a friend.
No, unfortunately, we do not accept EFS or com data for this.
Have your wife speak Spanish. Yeah, so I have white parents and I love them, but they did not teach me to speak Spanish. Our neighbor Eric, is there DoorDash for some chocolate chips? Hey, just drive over. I'll toss you some. I will. I made a dozen. You can have some 100%. I'll totally do that, Eric. Next truck should be without emissions.
Leslie, I like the way you think.
If she makes cookies every time it rains, you're going to want to move to Seattle, Lex. You don't really do consistently. Do you do
and then I'll be on
milk with cookies?
And then I'll be on my 600-pound life.
Getting gastric bypass surgery. Do you do milk? Sometimes.
Yeah.
He actually, you know what he does? Because we usually do this a lot in the wintertime. He'll do hot cocoa. And then they steal my my coffee creamer that I get at Christmas time, which is peppermint mocha. And they put it in there.
A little peppermint hot chocolate.
Oh, this is funny. That Pete sign will look on a Freightliner. Midnight Rider. Yeah, no, they're good. We found a recipe. We've just made cookies. I mean, we buy the pre-made stuff too in a pinch and just, put in the oven. But these I try to make. Another way is a Chipotle burrito. That definitely shuts them up. Food shuts them up in general.
Oh,
I don't.
Someone gave a lot of money.
Someone said that they don't see the Cash App link. It is in the corner, right?
Well, yeah.
So
basically, you just go to Cash App and then just type in this.
Yeah.
Search for Velox 18, and it's that one. So Owen, thank you so much. $150.
What?
Boom.
Yeah, you guys, thank you a lot. Like I was like, shoot, I don't know how to.
But we hit our goal.
We did. So everything else is just going to help out other girls that may not have raised enough money. It'll all go to the team.
Yeah, 100% is going to the team.
Yeah,
we're not keeping any of it tonight.
No.
Even the super chats, we'll have to
take our percentage and
figure out the percentage, and we're going to donate that. But now that we reached the goal, I will say that I sold Elway today. Someone is driving it back to Illinois right now as we speak.
Sad pumpkin.
What's funny is I've been excited to sell the truck. I've been excited about the opportunities that it would afford me. But at the same time, watching it pull out of my driveway with someone else driving it was like way harder than I thought it was. I was like I was kind of joking around because I was like recording. But then after I was done recording, I was like, like it was kind of sad. Kind of sad to see Elway rolling down the road with someone else's butt cheeks on that driver's seat, Like I took pride that I was the only person to fart in that driver's seat. Like that was a thing. That was like a
Douglas who gave money on Venmo. It says softball team and $5 for Gus.
Yeah, because he might need a little bandage for his head. He might.
I know.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but it hit hard. He was.
I was like, we're in our bedroom, and it's a big room, but literally all we have in it is a bed, because that's just where we're at. And we put this love seat in here so we'd have somewhere to sit. And our bed's near a windowsill, and it yeah.
It was an
ouchie. It was an ouchie one.
Yeah, Dan's Outdoor Adventures. I'm feeling the milk right now. I'm like,
oh, I think it's the power of suggestion.
It might be, but I have my Coke Zero, so I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, Levi said, hello, Gordo Velox from Bakersfield. Yeah.
What up?
I'm El Gordo on it right now.
And he likes them hot out of the oven. I used to say all the time that he likes hot dough. That's what he likes. Because I would be like, they're not overdone. He's like, they're too cooked. They're too cooked. I need to barely be able to pick them up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, for years, we've been married together 20 plus years. And I'm just like, finally, we've gotten it.
Yeah. Are you staying with the large car mafia or going plastic? That is yet to be determined. All right. That is yet to be determined. We will see. I've got a emission-free Coronado you can buy. Hey, we'll see. Velox should color his hair. You got a ton of gray hair.
Nuh-uh.
I got so much gray hair. Especially, I always wear black, so it always stands out, and I look terrible.
You mess with my silver fox.
I do need a haircut, though. Now that I sold the truck, I can go get a haircut. Now I can finally afford a haircut. Hey, did you guys see Nomad Trucker's hat there? Although, like I said, he changed his channel a while back. What's up with both feet? Just raising money for our daughter's softball team through the Cash App, and then also Jessica's Venmo is pinned up there to the top. So we're trying to raise money for our daughter's softball team and sharing with everyone that we sold Elway, man. We sold Elway. Did you sell your truck over 200K? Maybe. I'm.
Simmer.
So what just happened? What just happened is, if you all know the movie Lion King, when Rafiki, he breaks open the thing, he takes it and he puts it across Simba's head, and Simba goes Chew! And is all cute because he's baby Simba. For some reason, when Gus eats fruit snacks, all you parents out there with kids 5 and younger, He takes the green or the orange one because it was orange color, and he eats it. But then he licks his finger and he puts like he's putting an orange mark across my forehead, and then I have to sneeze because I'm Simba and he is Rafiki. That's what's happening. And he will just run up to me and do that to me. And because I'm just an amazing mom, I just do that.
There you go. I'm dropping the Cash App link in the chat right now.
Whoa, don't yell, dude.
Help me, please.
So I just dropped the Cash App link. I see a couple of you guys asking for the Cash App link. So I went ahead and just dropped the link down there.
We're working on the next purchase. We're working on our next steps, and we'll definitely let you guys know when that happens.
7 C's. I did get your email, and
that's not how you touch it.
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was no. Maybe it wasn't an email. Maybe it was. I lost it though. It got buried. I don't know if it was an Instagram message or if it was. I don't remember. But hit me back up because I know you're starting your authority back up. But Hans, yeah, Velox should drive for Swift. Hey man, I don't know how much they pay, but
how does the Cash App work? Just like the other
Slap
apps.
say, hey man, did you have your own authority? Still do. Yep. Yeah, Mike Hart, how's the Cash App work? I think it's just like any of these other Venmo and all that kind of stuff. It's
easy
just
step
kind of
by
like
step. It's pretty user friendly. So you
attaches to your bank account, not attaches, but you know what I mean. You put in your bank information, and yeah,
if you have Venmo, it's similar. If you want to use Venmo, you can.
Yeah.
I have my Venmo up on there, so y'all can do that.
So there it is. It was an email. Please read it again. Okay, can you resend it maybe? Because it got buried. Like I went and looked for it and I couldn't find it. Sorry. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't intentional because.
Well, I'll just vouch. The last couple days have been.
No, a couple weeks. He sent me that. A little while ago.
Yes, but it's.
Let's see. Midnight Rider says now doesn't seem like a good time to do your own authority. Yeah, I mean I've been on my own authority for a year and a half, so. We shall see if I lease on or if I, what the next plan is. I'm keeping my cards a little bit close to my chest. Yeah, no, 300 people in here. This is by far the biggest live I've ever had. So I appreciate it. And it's kind of convenient considering we're trying to raise money for my daughter's softball team, and the Cash App's right there, and it's also in the comment section. And Jessica's Venmo is also pinned to the.
We're officially one of those people now.
Well, I don't mind doing it when it's not for us. Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to raise money for other people and we're not going to keep a cent of it. So to me, it's like I don't mind, panhandling if I'm going to give all of it to, my daughter's softball team. That works for me. I'm not too proud to say, hey, give. I'll be the conduit that you give your money to.
The wall.
I hit the wall a little bit.
That's what happens when you talk with your hands.
I know. Canon County middle school softball team. So,
what are we doing with no truck? We're just like hanging out.
Where is that?
Just living our dream, Robert.
Oh, there you go. So, what are you going to do now with no truck? Well, I will unveil the plans as they solidify. The plan actually isn't like 100% yet. That's really what the problem is. That's why I can't share it with you guys, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I have ideas and I have some different avenues, but I couldn't start going down any of those paths without selling the truck first. What
the hell?
Oh crap, we just got a big one. Ryan, thank you so much for, don't say that.
Sorry. I didn't even realize that.
Let's see. So, Ryan, thank you so much for the $200. That's freaking awesome.
Thank you so much,
Greg. I appreciate it.
You are appreciated.
And orange fingerprint for Gus. I don't know what that is. What's orange fingerprint?
Oh, it's the Simba.
Oh, the Simba.
He does that, and he looks at me like, are you gonna sneeze? So as he's doing it, I sneeze and then I wipe it off because it's sticky goop across.
TJ said, "Want to delete Cascadia lit up like a Christmas tree? LOL. Merry Christmas to you and yours." I I'm not opposed to any options right now. I'm literally keeping all of my options open. I just know that I needed to pivot away from what I've been doing, and I'd prefer something paid off, not have a big payment, and hopefully something that gets better fuel mileage also. So those are kind of my two things. And then where I go from there and how it shifts and changes. I was actually even thinking about getting out of trucking altogether and buying a different business. Like I was thinking about buying a towing company with the money that I make from the sale, and totally getting out of trucking and just turning it into like Velox 18 towing and recovery, and start like a repo man business. So that was
Thank you, Diego.
yeah. Diego, thank you. Let's see. We miss Velox 18 out on these Cali freeways. Much love, brother, from San Bernardino. What do they call that? San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. I won't be surprised.
Let's see. Congrats on the sale of your truck. Good luck moving forward. Thank you. I know I may lose some subscribers after selling the truck, because that truck brought me a ton of the subscribers that came in. I mean, that truck catches people's eyes, man. That thing was a looker. Yeah, that's, to me, neither here nor there at this point, right? We're just kind of like it's a tool that you utilize and you run.
You're a tool.
Dang.
You just left that one out there.
Just shots fired. Yeah. I honestly, I'm trying to think of like a comeback, and there's nothing there. When your wife gets you in front of 342 people.
Our marriage is built on sarcasm. Allison Martin might point out where they find a good truck. Yeah.
I liked that truck that they bought. I was like, man, that's a good looking truck. I like it.
And they got it worked out. They did it.
Yeah.
It was a good deal. I was happy for
them.
They
flew all the way across the country for that thing, though. They were in North Carolina.
Eric Todd, thank you. Thank you.
I personally think it's a great time to have your own authority, because if you make it through this down market, the good times are a breeze. Exactly, Scott. That's definitely true. Like, I think anyone who gets into trucking right now, you're going to be set up to weather the storm a little bit better than like people who came in when I came in. And I didn't come into trucking right then, but I started my own authority when the times were good. But I listened to guys like DIY and other guys who said, hey, these are the good times. So just know this will come to an end. And so I kind of always had it in my back pocket that, you know what, I have equity in this truck. I mentioned possibly selling it like back in like April or May. And I just decided not to back then, and then decided it was time now. I was hoping I could kind of get out here and get on something more dedicated where I wouldn't stress out as much about finding loads that could pay the bills. But let's see. Yeah, Rogelio said, you're panhandling now. That's what you're doing now. Yeah, I know. And I don't mind doing it, because I'm going to take anything that ends up in that pan after I panhandle. I'm just going to give it 100% of it to the children, to the children, to the softball team. So, yeah.
Daniel Yoda, do you want to answer that?
Let me see. Oh, no.
I don't have a PO box.
I don't. Email me. Email me at nick@velox18.com. Email me.
Found you from Just Trucking. Gus is
Calvin.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, I appreciate Just Trucking kind of, putting us out there. And those of you who don't know, I didn't really want to say it in my video, because I don't know if he wants everyone to know, but I feel like I could say it in the live, because it's kind of, not as many people watch like than a regular video or whatever. But like they were very generous, and like we did.
They blessed our family big time.
Yeah, like they definitely took the majority of the cost for that trip on themselves. So I just wanted to kind of say that, because they actually, Justin gets a lot of flack on this.
Wow.
On this place, in YouTube, and they're good people. They really are. I appreciate it. So, oh shoot, we got another big one. Oh, what's up?
Fate.
Mr. Fate Trucking.
Is he still in Vegas?
I'm not sure. I haven't gotten the.
How many of those are we gonna get in?
I don't know. Keep them coming, Fate. Keep them coming. Hey, you told me that you won some money last night in
You
Vegas.
did.
So keep sending it our way.
I wish we could have recorded that call.
I may or may not have had a funny conversation with Fate yesterday as he was
enjoying just having a good time
in
in
Vegas. Let's see. Do you have any advice for someone who is doing lease purchase and wants to go full owner op? How should we keep on books and back office while driving? That's the hardest part for me is trying to like create the system. So basically I do everything right now. And I've actually me and Jessica have been talking about like, I need to learn how to create a system that that I can teach her, because right now I'm like, no, I don't want you to do it. I want to do it. But then that like adds this whole layer of stress onto me. And part of it is that I didn't want her to have to do it in, like because she's home. Like, for those of you who don't know, like kids with autism are like rad, but they are a lot of work and it's difficult. Like emotionally, like he wakes up at like 5 a.m. every single morning and gets in on her side of the bed, lets me sleep. And if I try to get up and, hey, Gus, do you want me to get you breakfast? He's like, no, Dad. And he makes her wake up. And so I really didn't want to like ask her to do more. But I also, she's like asking me to give her things now. So now I'm like, yeah, I want to, but I need to create a system that I can give you.
Well,
because
and
it's hard.
We were talking today and I was like, the way that I organize things and things that make sense to me, like it does have to we have to figure out how to like seamlessly add it together into my system of how I organize our life anyway. Because it's all, any wives out there that help their husbands with this know, like, especially if you have children, sorry, here, I have children that you keep track of it all. There is no separating it. It's all in your brain. So it's like, you have to figure out how that makes it work. And a lot of people make comments about like, well, why doesn't your wife do this and that? And so we're going to figure out I'm not going to take on everything. I'm not ever probably going to dispatch him the way that he is and the way that he likes things. He has to continue to do that. But factoring our loads and like paperwork and keeping a yearly calendar of like when you pay IFTA and when you do this and when this comes in and creating systems, all we have to do is create them and then that'll lighten the load. So, and I'm more than capable of doing that.
She's has more experience doing administrative work than I do, so it would be far easier for us. That's mine.
Not according to our marriage vows. It's 8:00. Miles is gonna go get the girls, but I'm gonna go downstairs. I don't know if I'll be back up.
Okay.
If I'm not back up before we get off, thank you everybody, and seriously, thank you. The team, the coach. I let the coach know we were gonna do this, and he was like, "Really?" So we're gonna be able to bless them. It's a thank you for being generous.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I don't mind panhandling when it's to help. Our daughter's team, and it's something that I'm passionate about. Youth sports, and I think it teaches lessons for life that are learned in other ways. I think it's really, really cool. So, Fate. I told Fate he had to keep sending more cash apps, and he just sent another one. Thank you, Fate, Mr. Fate. I appreciate it. Dale said better buy something before the end of the year so you don't have a big tax bill. That is definitely it's why I was kind of in a hurry to sell like this week, because I need time to make my purchase before the end of the year. I didn't want someone who was going to try and make a purchase on December 30th or 31st so they could get their tax break. It's like, well, if I sell on that date, I need to purchase something so I can, not carry that capital gains into, my next tax year. So definitely part of the consideration for selling like kind of pushing to sell it now rather than in 15 days, whatever. So now I have some time to make some of my capital expenditures and reinvest the money so that I can not pay taxes on it, because I'm really not going to keep it and spend it. I'm going to be, I have to make another business investment to, continue to make money. Let's see. Yeah, Midnight Rider said a lot of us don't watch for the truck. Well, I appreciate that. The truck is definitely the eye catcher, though. The thumbnails won't quite be the same without Elway in them. That's for sure. Tyson said, although it's an eye-catching truck, you're the true content creator. We're here for the ride. Congrats on all the confidence and what's next. Happy holidays. You as well. And I appreciate that. The truck was the star of the show, but now I'll just find a new star of the show. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Empty Nest said you threw that down the middle and she swung hard and hit it out of the park. She did, didn't she? That was something. That was something. Jose said, how many miles did the truck have? It had 146,000 miles. Yeah, so I'm glad you were about to get rid of the truck. It was a beautiful one, but you'll have much more freedom to plan your future now. Yep, exactly. I didn't sell the trailer, Tim. I didn't sell the trailer, just the truck. Trailer is sitting, and we will be going. We're gonna either, if I pivot like really hard to something else, I may try to lease someone onto that trailer, or something along those lines. Maybe rent it out. If I sell it, I probably would take a loss at this point, just because I didn't put a ton of money down on it, so it's going to take me a while to pay the principal down enough to where I'll have equity in it. So and plus I kind of like the versatility to being able to switch back and forth. So that's kind of my thinking right now, is hold on to it and be able to kind of figure out this winter and spring with multiple trailers possibly, but that's yet to be determined. I haven't all the way gone into that, but I think you guys understand kind of where I'm leaning. I think you guys are. Trilogy said pre-mission is what I'm looking getting sometime next year. Trucking market changes too much to have a big payment. I mean, I knew that, but I always knew with the way that I had it set up that if I needed to sell, I would have equity. So that's why I decided to have a new, but it got to the point where I was like, all right, I need to cash out that equity because I need to make a different decision. I need to move in a different direction than what I've been doing. So, Daniel said was just going to send you a Christmas card. Oh man. Well, I appreciate that. Email me. I'll give you my my personal address. I just don't want everyone out in the world, in the whole entire world, to know my personal address. So, let's see. Rogue Knight said Justin and Katie are some of the most generous people I know. I've been trying to get them back out to visit so I can spoil them back. Exactly, Rogue. They need people to kind of return the favor, because they're always the ones like blessing other people, and those are the kind of people that you gotta like surprise them with it too, because if they know it's coming, they'll like avoid it, because that's how they're. It's hard for givers sometimes to be receivers, so we gotta we should try and plan something together. We really should, but hey, I know. Last year they went out there towards you to do taxes, right? So maybe in the next few months they might be heading back out that way again. Maybe you can figure something out at that time. Elmer said, "Are you placing it with another?" Definitely not with another new Peterbilt. That's not going to happen. Why would you not let her make the system? No, it will definitely be it's basically that she needs to know what I do and what I know in the back office. And so that's why we need to kind of create it together. But once, like, I'm going to create the system just because I have to tell her all the things that need to be done, but she's gonna for sure take it and run with it. Like I'm not gonna micromanage her or anything. I just meant I need to create the system, meaning I need to like actually put down on paper all the things that I do that she can actually help with, that will like take some of the workload off of me from when I get home. Because between YouTube when I get home and then running the business kind of back office stuff and filing and expenses and all that kind of stuff, it can all kind of get it can get a little overwhelming. So come on with it. What's the Venmo? It was my wife. I think I pinned it. Didn't I pin it? Is it still a pinned comment or is it not a pinned comment still? Yeah, the pinned comment is my wife's Venmo. So that one you should be able to Venmo to her, and you may have already done that, Bill. I'm not sure. Because I'm way behind on some of these comments. Oh yeah, Fate. He's in here doing super chats too. He's sending cash apps and super chats. And is it ice fishing season? You tell me, bro. You're the ice fishing master. So I don't know. We'll see. But we have we told people that yet? I don't know if we're telling people that. I may or may not be heading up to Minnesota to go ice fishing this winter. Just saying. OTR said, recap your next move, please. Yeah. I'm not, I can't share it with you until it's actually like in motion. So the first thing that had to happen was selling the truck, and that happened today. And then from there, I got to wait for the money to actually clear into my bank account, which takes some time with, a larger purchase like that. So I need to make sure all that happens. And then once that happens, then I'll be making a video about it. I'll be making a video about, going and getting whatever equipment or purchases I'm going to make. I think I know what I'm going to get, but I need to make sure that it doesn't like someone may have already bought it out from under me, because I haven't talked to the guy in a little while. And so I need to go and talk to the guy. So let's see. Mike Hart said, choose a cash tag on the app. I don't know. I just do like, I don't think I did a cash tag. I think you just hit like pay, and then it asks you who to. Yeah. So the cash tag. Yeah. So my cash tag is Velox 18 on there, is Velox 18. So that's what that, let me see. That's what that is. The cash with the cash symbol with the Velox 18. That's how you would find my account on there, and then you could do it that way. What's up, Keith? Yeah, I saw your comments about the guys not showing up. So the guy did show up on Monday, but then they decided not to take it. They had their own reasons. They were kind of jumping the gun on something. They were trying to work out like a contract with someone. So the owner of the company was trying to get the contract while his guy was checking out the truck with me and making sure that he could, so they basically wanted to, kind of get the contract and buy the truck in the same day that was going to haul for that contract. And then he didn't end up getting the contract. So then he was like, his guy was here and he was like, yeah, we're not going to buy it because we didn't, let's see. Anyway, David said, how did you meet Justin and T-Dubs? Just through YouTube, man. Just through YouTube. And then they just hit us up in the comments of videos. And then over time, I was able to, I think Rogue Knight was the one that I think gave Justin my number at some point. And so there was just, it's just kind of networking a little bit. And I've been watching his videos since before I had a channel. So he's one of the guys that kind of got me into YouTube. And he's one of the reasons why I decided to go out on my own authority, was watching his channel. And I was like, hey, I could do that, between Sammy Lloyd, Make Sense, and him and some other people that are on YouTube still. I was like, I think I'd like to go and go down this path of running my own authority and getting out from underneath the carrier I was leased onto at the time and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. But we just met in person for the first time last month. I mean, it really is recent. But like I said, they're amazing people. TBT said, "You're welcome, sir. I hope your situation gets better, sir. Whatever it is, stay strong." Yeah, we're doing good. I'm feeling good about where we're at and the direction we're going. It's a little sad to sell the truck, but it's also, I mean, I wasn't going to keep that truck forever, right? Like we change out of trucks every however many years. So it's just kind of part of the gig with trucking. Maybe when I'm old, I'll have like a sentimental truck that I can hold on to forever, and tell my wife, you need to buy like 4 burial plots because we're going to bury this truck with me, bury me in the truck. I want to be in the sleeper. That'll be my coffin. But yeah, no, I don't think, I think we're doing good though. This is all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Oh, Tim, you have not had any tornadoes in your area? No. So far, like this fall and early winter, whatever storms have been coming, Mississippi's kind of been like the main area, and then Louisiana yesterday. But like East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi seem to be the places where the collision is happening between the cold air and warm air, and all those storms are popping up right there. So yeah, we're like up here. We got some rain today, but nothing like all the tornado weather was down there in Mississippi and Louisiana yesterday. I mean, Louisiana had at least 1 or 2 tornadoes that were like legit, but they had a lot of tornado warnings. I'm kind of a weather nerd, so I like watch when there's like tornado weather. I just sit there and watch like the YouTube Ryan Hall y'all YouTube channel, and he just has like all the different graphs and radars and stuff like that. So I enjoy it. DIY messed up Jessica's Venmo. Yeah, probably. DIY messes everything up, doesn't he? Yeah, Nomad's here. Nice hat. I know. I was showing it off earlier to everybody. I said, "Hey, did you guys see that?" Yeah, see? TBT knows. He says, it's always DIY's fault. Yeah. Yeah, with both feet said, "Oh, you are the victim that fate has been talking about getting out to the ice hole." Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be the only victim either. Big Dave said, "How about that rap for Fate? Sounded pretty good." Yeah, it was cool. I thought it was Fate at first. I was like, "Man, who's that?" I didn't know Fate could rap. But yeah. Look at Bob in here, give a super chat of $45. We appreciate it. Once again, I haven't talked about it in like a minute and a half, so I'm going to bring it back up. The super chats are appreciated, but YouTube takes like a chunk of them, 40%. I think. How do I get to my other page here? Sorry. So they take 40%. So tonight, rather than giving super chats, we're trying to raise money for my daughter's softball team. So we're trying to send everyone over to Cash App to this. This is my Cash App, Velox 18, and 100% of what you guys donate is going to be given to the softball team for new jerseys and any other equipment that they may need. So hopefully, if you can get into the Cash App, if not Venmo, I think I pinned my wife's Venmo account on the top of the chat there. So we can let's see. Yeah, so anyway, so anyone who wants to give, I appreciate the super chats, but we are trying to keep YouTube out of the pockets of the softball team, and I want all of what you guys are giving to be given to them, and YouTube makes enough money. I think we can sidestep them on this one to raise the money. So New Blog said a towing company, roof holly type TLW truck. I don't know what that means. I don't know how, like, that sounds like it was like a weird talk to text or something, but it probably made sense for someone who knows about towing. Randy said, get a new truck without the emissions from Elk Valley Sales out in Fremont, Nebraska. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. David, thank you. Newblog said, a towing company going to get one that hauls a car on the roof. Okay, now it makes sense, Newblog. It was a talk to text thing, huh? You had an autocorrect fail. I get that. So anyway, yeah, no, it was a repossession company where you like go out and repo people's cars. And I figured in a bad economy, it might not be a bad business to own, you know? Dab Josh, did you sell the Peterbilt 389? Yeah. Hold on. What? That's weird, bro. My friend is named Josh Dabs. So I thought for a second that was him, but that's not his picture. So I'm pretty sure that's not my friend Josh Dabs. That's Dab Josh. That's totally different. That's really funny. So Empty Nest Trucking said, was it through YouTube or did your buyer contact you from a different source? No, it was through the Truck Paper. I had it posted on Truck Paper. So yeah, 89 G Players said it's storming in Louisiana. Yep, definitely. Tony said, I'm tired of the rain in Tennessee. It's BS. Yeah, it's been raining a little bit. Tornado today in Louisiana. Okay, there was one yesterday too. Thomas said, wishing you well in whatever endeavor you choose to undertake. Thank you. And we will share as we can. Once we have, a definite direction. I mean, that's what I pretty much share everything with my business with you guys pretty much. Trucking with Misbehaving said, hello from Lodi, California. Good luck on your next adventure. Well, I appreciate that. You're up there in wine country. Everyone thinks like, Napa's wine country, but you go to Lodi, you're probably getting grapes from like Lodi, Modesto, down there, like Madeira. That's where all your wine's coming from. Napa gets all the fancy stuff, but like the majority of the wine that's made is made by Gallo, and they farm all through the valley. So anyway, no bad. What? Oh, there you go. Mirza said, I don't know if it's too personal, but is your company LLC, whatever, here in California or Tennessee? I mean, for tax purposes. Yeah, when I moved, I transferred my company to a Tennessee LLC. So let's see. Yeah, he said, I'm the only Dab Josh. Now, you're not, man. Oh, well, there is, but it's a Josh Dabs, not a Dab Josh. So I don't know what that means, but let's see. Doing well. Still trucking and stressing. You were answering Nomad. Let's see. Kirk said, hey, Nick, I'm sad Elway was gone. Yeah, I'm a little sad too, Kirk. I really am. Especially, you'll see the video. I think I'm going to edit it tonight and put it out tomorrow of kind of the process that I went through. I actually had a guy out with the buffer, and we got it polished up. I got it polished up, and and then I got rid of it. So what you've been asking for months finally happened, and you won't even get to enjoy it on any videos. Let's see. TJ said, it may have been said, but your camera lens is greasy, a little blurry, just FYI. You know what? It's my computer. I find that it's easier to go live with on my computer, and the camera's just not quite as good. Because I definitely cleaned the lens before I started, but it's just the way that this thing works. So what's up, Bandolero? Yeah, man, I was going through some pictures and I saw that torta burrito thing that we had, and I was like, oh my gosh, that thing was so ridiculous. Like it kind of looks gross now that I look back at it. Like I was just like, what? They just like put sour cream and like nacho cheese on it. It was crazy. But hey, oh, that's right. And I had it, and they only had enough for one because it's so ridiculous of a huge thing. So then you ended up with that like hot Cheeto burrito or something like that. But anyway, that place was kind of cool. I'm glad we went over there. Carlos, I need advice. How can I sell my truck privately while still being financed? Any type of form I need, etc. Yeah, I called my financing company, and I'm financed. I was financed through PACCAR Financial, and they just walked me through it. There's like a title release form that I had to fill out, and that was the main thing. And then when the buyer was going to be paying it off, then we just created basically like his bank was going to pay them directly, and then they were going to create a separate amount that was going to get paid to me for like the profit part of the sale. So that way, because if they just pay all of that to PACCAR Financial, the place that I had the loan through, it would take like 45 days for them to process it and then issue me like a refund for the profit off the sale. So I kind of need the money quicker than that. So I had them, they told me they should do it separate like that. So let's see. With Bofi says, snow and ice on I-84 near Boise, getting ready to go slide around. Be safe, all. Yeah, hey, be careful. It's kind of scary when it's ice. Snow is cool. Ice, not so much, man. Not so much. Steve said, hey, Nick, glad you're on the street. Keep up on the decision. Keep up with the decisions you made. Saying hello, Mellow Jello from Simi Valley. Man, Simi Valley. I like Simi Valley. That whole area, it's kind of different now than back in the day, but I still like even down to Camarillo, like that whole area from Camarillo and Thousand Oaks and Newberry Park and all that. Like that's it's awesome place up there. There you go. Yeah, Midnight Rider said he's just starting. They don't call him Midnight Rider for nothing. He's getting his night started. Let's see. Right here, New Blogger said repo company can be good money in CDA Spokane area. Going rate is $500 per car, more if it's over 30 miles away. Yeah, man. I kind of decided not to do it at this point, but it's still in the back of my mind because I'm like, dude, that would be cool. And really the only reason I decided not to do it was because there was a company for sale around here, and I actually got like to look at their books and stuff, and I didn't love the way the company was set up, like for me. So I just kind of was like, I don't love the way like the financials kind of looked and we're set up. So I decided to pass on that. But let's see, Hans, thank you for the donation as well. I know you sent it a while ago, but I wanted to mention that. So that's over $800 on my Cash App for tonight that you guys have given towards the softball jerseys for my daughter's softball team. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys have come through in a big way. You guys are awesome. Really, seriously, like when we were asked to do this, it's like, yeah, we're going to hit up our family, but like we don't have as big of a network of people around us. We just moved here in June, and really we haven't gotten to get as connected as we normally would like to be because of circumstances. My father passing away, being kind of in the truck a lot more than I'd like to, and then also going. Gus makes it difficult at church, which church is the main way that we kind of network. That's kind of like where we get our community. And we've gotten to know some people, and I had one guy invite me out. He's from California as well. And I got to like go hang out with him at his shop, and he gave me a tour of his place. He's got a nice property and stuff. And so I've definitely met people, but we haven't like formed that bond yet where we can go and ask people for money. So I figured you guys are my community as much as anybody is here on YouTube. There's still 270 people here, and we've been talking for an hour and 24 minutes. So that's crazy. But yeah. So anyway, so we're kind of trying to raise money for the girls softball team, Maggie's softball team, and hopefully we can help them out and they can get all new jerseys and that kind of stuff this year. So anyway, I appreciate you guys, and you guys are coming through like I knew you would. So I appreciate it so much. TBT said repo business is dangerous. A lot of people don't like their ride getting repossessed. I knew a guy that did it. Yeah. That was part of, that's part of the idea too, is like, man, it's good money, but I think I'd be like, wearing like a Kevlar vest and packing some heat too. Because I don't know if I'd want to go. One of my brother's friends, like I don't know, followed the guy, the tow truck driver, to the repo lot, and then like beat the crap out of him with a baseball bat or something like that. Like, I don't know. I think that was the first, maybe not the first, but that was definitely like the biggest trouble he got in up to that point in his life. He that's pretty gnarly crime. So anyway, yeah, that it is a dangerous business to be in. That's for sure. All right, Midnight Rider, you have a good Christmas too, and be safe out there driving. So yeah, Philip, dude, that Thortho was ridiculous, redonkulous. Where's your truck's new home now? It's up in Illinois, and I'll tell you what, this guy had a 2005 Peterbilt, and I'm telling you, it was just as nice. It looked just like my truck, but it had like 1 point something million miles on the Caterpillar motor, Caterpillar engine. So, yeah, it's he's going to take good care of Elway. So I'll tell you what, Kirk, I didn't keep the reefer, but I'm telling you, if you ever see Elway so rolling down the road, you're going to be like, yes, that guy is taking care of it the way that truck deserves to be taken care of. Because his truck is so beautiful. He showed me his truck. At first, he called me and asked if we could do like a trade where he like gave me a little money plus his truck, and then we could. And I just kind of told him, like, dude, I can't afford your truck. Like, your truck's way nice, even though it has 1 million+ miles and it's like almost 20 years old. It's a nice truck. He takes care of it. So anyway, yeah, Keith said the same thing I was just saying. Repo's good if you don't get shot at. Let's see. Yeah, Hans, I got that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we're over $800, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys really are awesome. Like I said, overall, we'll be, we're going to be giving 100% of the money to the softball team. So, except for the super chats, which YouTube keeps 40% of, all of the money that you guys gave tonight will be given to them. And between this and then Jessica's Venmo account, which I'm not positive where she's at, but it's probably almost $1,000. So you guys are killing it right now. And honestly, it can help the team and help girls that maybe didn't raise all the funds that they needed to raise. It's hard in a small community. Everyone knows the same people and has the same friends, and a lot of them same families, really. I mean, there's a lot of this community where, that it's a lot of the people are generational, that they've been in this town and in this county. So I appreciate you guys coming in as outsiders and like giving above and beyond. You guys are awesome. So Doug said, look at the bright side, sleeping in your own bed, home with the wife and kids, and you raised your credit score. Win-win. Now go buy that automatic Volvo I'm sure you've been dreaming of. Hey, man, with fuel prices where they were at, I was dreaming of any truck that could get 8 miles a gallon. You know what I mean? Like that. It didn't matter what it looked like, what it said on the side. None of that. Yeah. Volvo or not. Actually, I've driven a Volvo before, and it wasn't that bad. I kind of liked it, actually. It's like driving a car. Michael Brown said, did y'all finally move to Tennessee? Yes, we moved to Tennessee in June. So we've been out here ever since. And it's been really cool. We really like it out here. It's been amazing. Hans said, how much is he trying to raise? We already hit the mark. We're already there. We're good. I'm just saying, letting you guys know that that whatever we raise after this, it'll still keep going to them. But we've hit the goal that we had. We had $512 as the goal. And actually my family and my wife's family had already kind of donated probably $100 of that or something like that we had already raised. So we really needed $400 something bucks. And I'm telling you, you guys already hit 800 on my Cash App. So you guys killed it. You guys crushed it. I appreciate it so much. Appreciate it so much. Empty Nest Trucking said semi-recovery. That was part of it. That was part of it. But no, all kinds. I think you have to kind of be versatile in that game, because the banks just call you and say, hey, can you go pick this up? So let's see. Scott said, you looking to get an older truck or something newer? I would prefer an older truck myself personally. Get something that's that I can maybe not have e-logs in, maybe not have all that stuff, not have emissions, but we'll see. We'll see. Here you go. Unfortunately, a lot of states that repo agents are forbidden by law to possess a firearm while performing a repossession. It makes sense on one hand, but at the same time, I mean, that just makes you a sitting duck, right? I mean, that's just that. It's just asking for. I think I'd have like slingshots and knives and whatever I could to try to get away with whatever weapons I could. If I was going to be a repo man. So JH said, this is so sad. Me stumbling upon you, taking your fam to pick up your truck, you running mail, meeting me and Bruno at Richmond bulk mail, and on and on. You're a big help in me getting my authority. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not getting out of trucking. I think I'm going to stay in trucking. I thought about getting out of trucking for a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm just going to get a different truck. We're going to keep running, and basically we're just going to make things a little more profitable by not having the big truck payment and hopefully getting better fuel mileage. And then we're just going to pivot the business possibly. But for a while, I was considering getting out of trucking and, like I said, getting into like a repo business or I don't know. Like a bunch of restaurants are for sale, and everyone says restaurants are terrible investments. And so even though I have some experience in the restaurant industry, I don't think I want to own a restaurant. There's just too many people that are smarter than me that are like, oh, don't do it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to the people that are smarter than me and do what they say, because that's a secret. That's like a life hack. If you guys don't know, so for people who aren't very smart like me, here's a life hack. Listen to people who are smarter than you and do what they do, and listen and like learn from what they do and what they don't do, and then people will think that you're smart too, even though you're not. Like me, I'm not smart at all. And you just listen to smart people, and then you can fake it like I do. Perfect. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now, JH, I did want to say, so the video where I'm taking the whole family to pick up the truck and stuff, like that's like etched in stone. That happened. Just because I got rid of the truck doesn't keep that from like that was still like one of the best days of my life. Like one of the most beautiful, like fulfilling days of my life as like a father and as like a man, to like kind of accomplish that goal at that time. But now, like the goals are the goal was never like to own that truck. The goal was to buy that truck and use it to start my authority, build my YouTube channel, and do all the things that I've been able to do. So now it's like, well, just need to keep on trying to succeed in this business. And so I got to pivot as necessary. But anyway, that video, it's one of my favorite videos to go back and watch. I love watching that video. Okay, we already did that one. Plays on Freeway said trucking together are getting 8+ miles per gallon. Yeah, they had a different setup on their truck than I had on mine. Lower torque, a little bit lower horsepower, and there may or may not have been some parts that fell off that truck at some point. Just saying. And the year of it was pre-def. So yeah, anyway. Did I ever try the taco truck in McMinnville? It's no California taco truck, but it's decent. I haven't yet, Tony, but I will. Anywhere there's a taco truck, I pretty much I'm gonna try it. I don't go to McMinnville that much. It's kind of out of the way for me with like kind of the direction. I'm always trying to get to 24, and so if I'm going out to McMinnville, it's because I need to do something like in McMinnville, and I just never need to do anything in McMinnville. McMinnville. That's how we say it. McMinnville. I'm trying to talk like a Tennessean, I got to fit in. McMinnville. Trucking with KP Specialized says, I've thought about selling mine, but hauling as heavy as I do, I'm not sure any arrow is going to make a difference. Yeah, you're right. If you're really heavy, you're not gonna, you're not gonna, have that much. So, okay, Tim, I got the money. I got the money. I got it. Yeah, that's thank you very much. So we're at 825. It just in my Cash App for the night. So you guys crushed it, man. I appreciate it so much. Scott, very nice to run a coloring book still. Yeah, man. That Etch-a-Sketch is awesome. I like it. Tony said, don't forget no missions and you won't be able to go see your family in California. Yeah. The loads just don't pay to go that way. So I figure if I can make money out here with a paid off truck, I can afford to, fly out there. Plus, we're trying to get my mom to move out this way, just to be honest. Like I'm trying to like reel all the family out to Tennessee, my brothers, like they got their kids and stuff that they gotta like, they can't just uproot everybody and move them out here. But eventually I want them to move out here too. But my mom, I'm trying to get her out here quickly. Let's see. If there's an LTL terminal near you, could you do that until things hopefully calm down? Yep. Yeah. There's a lot of things, a lot of different ways that I could have gone. And it's actually one of the things that kept me, I was always kind of like, okay, I have lots of options. It's just what options fit best with like my lifestyle I want, what I want to do with like my family, how I want to live my life and all that kind of stuff. So, but there's definitely, my father-in-law works for Estes, which is an LTL company, and he makes really good money and he's home every single day. He works nights. That's the only drawback for him, but he's home every single day. So yeah, I yell. I'm sorry.
Well, kids are asleep. So
it's like I'm on my headset. My wife always knows when I'm talking on the phone because I just yell. That's what I do.
All of Canon County knows that you're on the phone. Goodness sakes.
TBT says, we know he sold the truck and he's going to be a broker. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go into the broker game anytime soon. Not myself. If you're a broker, you have to go out and get customers. And if I'm not able to get customers as a carrier, I don't think I'm going to go and get customers as a whatchamacallit. So, hi, April. Let's see. Benito. Buy a glider truck, 12.7. Yeah. We'll see. There's some trucks for sale. There's lots of equipment for sale right now. I have my eye on a few. I got them saved in my on my phone. So we'll see. We'll see once I have once I have the cash actually available to me, then I'll see what I can go and buy, and we'll see all that. Let's see. New blog said, any thoughts on the end dump front or aggregate hauling, home daily work? Yeah, that would be cool. Something like that would be awesome. Let's see. Robert said, there are carriers where you can thrive getting 5 miles per gallon. Yeah, for sure. I know there is. Thomas said repo work equals more stress. Yeah, so I'm kind of, I'm glad I'm not doing it, to be honest. Cindy 101 said reefers are suffering right now. Yeah, I looked at the stuff coming out of Arizona. It's December. Arizona, Yuma is supposed to be, popping. And there wasn't a lot going on down there like there was supposed to be. But went from flatbed to reefer at a bad time. Yeah. Let's see. A truck paid off his way to go right now and no ELD. Yep. That would be good. April said, I wanted to see your new truck, buy a 389 glider. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Music City Transport in the house. What's up? Let's see. Scott said, April, I think he's wanting something older that don't cost so much. Gliders are so much money right now still. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And speaking of which, call Dave Ramsey for advice. Yeah, I do want to pay. I want to pay for my truck with cash. That would be ideal. and then get better fuel mileage also. So no payment, better fuel mileage equals probably like $4,000, $5,000 more of profit each month to do the same work that I was doing before. Now, granted, you have to kind of take the good with the bad as far as like, you're gonna have more repair costs and that kind of thing, but that's part of it. So Christopher, thank you for the Cash App. We're over $1,000, my wife just said, combining.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys so much.
So that is two girls, like 2 calendars worth of girls. Like, that sounds weird. You know what I mean? They have to do a calendar.
They probably most people who are in here weren't here when you explained the calendar thing, but they have to raise about $500 each.
Yeah, the fundraiser was, they were like, instead of selling something and getting like trying to find, because at Christmas time fundraisers, it's like buy cookies, buy a gift, and so grandparents and friends are bombarded with like catalogs of things, and they're just trying to buy something. Well, they just did a calendar. It's like, pick a date, pay that amount. You pick the 13th, send $13. You buy that square that day, and you do it like that. Well, you add all that up, it's $512. So they're wanting each girl to raise at least that much to just cover the costs, and everything looks really cool. They all get the same matching stuff, and it's pretty legit. And Maggie's doing really well. They're a really good team. I'm excited to see them play.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
As long as they're good with Tennessee being a red state and not bring California stuff here, then us Tennesseans welcome them. The only thing Californian that we have is our blood and our sweat. And we're Californian through and through, our lingo. But one thing we're not is we're not Democrats. So
we're not liberals.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Nope. So you don't have to worry about that part of things. But you should have seen our one neighbor, because they knew we were from California, because the people who bought the house, like, we live in a community, like, the houses are spread out because everyone has a little bit of property, but like they're a close-knit community. So yes, they are. So they knew when the house was selling, and everyone was sad because this house was kind of like the house people would hang out at, and
it was a party house. That's what we've learned.
Yeah. And so they so it was kind of like, well, we're selling and people are from California, and it was like, oh my gosh, people from California moving in.
And they didn't even put it on the market.
Yeah.
It was just coming soon, and I saw the square footage, how many bedroom, where it was, like the land, it had a shop, and I was like, and the price. Mm-hmm. And so I called our agent, and I was like, it's not even listed yet, call them. Because that's where we were at. We had looked and virtually walked through so many and so much. It was like, I was like super done buying a house. And so she called them, and they said, yeah. So, I mean, that's a really fast forward version of that.
But I wanted to say, like, but one of the neighbors came, and she was like, well, I was really nervous to come up here and talk to you, but my friend told me, she said she'd come with me. And so we came over here, and she's like, but now I'm glad I did, because, now I know you guys are good people. So, and then once she came, then she relayed the message to everyone else, like, hey, it's okay. They don't bite. You can go and talk to them. So anyway,
I just got a text message from Maggie's coach. So he said, thank you and your husband. Y'all are amazing and special people. The live stream is great. He said, I can't wait to meet your husband, because he hasn't met my husband yet. Because we are in a small community, and fundraising with sports is very difficult. So everything will help, especially with kids who don't have big families or, can't afford that much. That was my goal, to not have the parents pay for their kid to play, especially with how times are. And times are tough. I mean, groceries. I shop at the least expensive place I can shop. And I am like, you get down to where you have to like decide, what am I going to buy? How many? I'll just do a gallon of milk and I'll get meat. It is insane. It is crazy. So truly, truly, like, our small little community here, we appreciate it so much. Really, really appreciate it. It's fun. And the coach says thank you too.
That's awesome. And
he volunteers his time, and they're really good coaches. The team is really good. I mean, we've seen baseball and softball for years, played it ourselves. So when there's like good coaching, just like a well-rounded coach, and these coaches seem to have that. And so, anyways, it's just thank you again. I want to share that.
I always judge a coach by the first terrible call that they see and how they react. Because when they're a really good coach, they don't react like I do. Because I'm like, that was clearly a ball. That was in the dirt. How can he call that a strike? And a good coach usually is just like this still.
A good coach is silent at a game. Really,
Yeah.
really. Miles's best coaches. I like hardly heard them speak.
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yeah.
I never heard him talk. I mean, Bill only because we really know their family. But it's like, I mean, they
know when to
they know when.
They know when to ramp
you and
up.
I are not,
but I'm not that way. I come from, I played football growing up, so it's like a little more yelling and in your face all the time, and that's more my style. But yeah, Frenchie, I did end up selling. I sold it today, so yeah, we're that's part of what this live was, is sold the truck today, which is a good thing. And then the other part was the fundraising part, to try and fundraise for our daughter's softball team, the middle school softball team. And we've gotten over $1,000 tonight. So
yay.
That's awesome. We appreciate it, you guys.
Super awesome. Thank you.
Where was I? I lost
Someone
it.
asked you to post. Or
Steven said, come on to Oakley. I start in a couple weeks with end up. Had to change up from drive-in. Yeah. I see them all over the place. They're doing things, but I think I'm going to keep my own authority for a little bit. We'll see if I can figure something out. Han said, but a reefer with, you can haul dry goods as well, not just refrigerated freight. Yeah, but the rates on dry-van are terrible. So if the reefer rates are low, van rates are going to be even lower almost all the time. The only time it might help you is if there's like just a last minute load that they got, a last minute van load, or if you get to like a really bad area for reefer freight and you can get some dry freight out of it, maybe. But Big Dave, can you post the link again? Can't find it. For the Cash App, I think I can.
And then Venmo is pinned at the top.
Yeah.
If that's an option, or you want to do that too. So
yeah, there we go. I put it in the chat again. Sorry about that. I have the Cash App name Velox 18, and so but like I said, we did hit our goal. Anything that you guys give above this, we're going to put in our pockets. No, I'm joking. We're giving all of it to the softball team. So if you do continue to give, like I said, if everyone could just give like $10, then we would have hit this, and we did. And so we got a lot of small donations, and then we of course had some of you guys who don't listen to instructions, and you guys went ahead and just gave bigger donations anyways. But
we wanted to be part of a small community like this and help where we can and pool our resources. And so this is just one of those ways where you guys can do that with us, and it's special. So thank you.
And you guys are our community. We haven't gotten as plugged into this community yet, but hey, maybe we can buy our way into it with your guys' money. Oh my gosh, this comes across like, we're doing something good for the rest of the community here. So I think we can think this will help, Sorry, I'm dumb sometimes.
Yeah, just sometimes.
Thank God gas is down here. I paid $2.41 a gallon in Tennessee, God's country. Yep.
I think I pretty much paid that for gas yeah.
Well, we went somewhere where they said they were out of 87 on the pump. So I pumped 91 and paid $3.09 or something like that. And pumped some premium in there. And then I looked over to all the other places. Right. If the pump, like if they're out of 87 gas, then all of the pumps would be out of 87 gas. And I was looking, I'm like, other people are pumping 87 gas at all their pumps. And I'm like, is this sign like an old sign? And I just pumped premium for no reason because someone left a sign up here. Or maybe some kid was playing a prank and maybe they're videotaping me right now. And I'm going to be on YouTube as like some guy that like sits there and reads the sign and is like, 87 is not working. Well, I'm going to skip 89 because I know that's just a mixture of 87 and 91. I'm just going to go all the way to 91, $3.09 per gallon. Yeah.
Nick was pumping gas, not me, obviously.
Well, I was with you for once when you pumped gas. So, I had to be the gentleman and pump your gas for you. So, Empty Nest said you should see these coaches at Cooperstown Dreams Park. Is that where you're at up there, Cooperstown? Cooperstown. That's a baseball town right there. Mario, what's going on, Nick? Miss you over here on this side. To Larry. Yeah, we're just out here in Tennessee. I sold El Hueso queso. Well, I kept the queso. I kept the trailer, but I sold El Hueso. So we'll see about that we're selling the truck and then we're going to pivot the business. So Ty said, make sure to pray to Jesus before making any decisions going forward. Yeah, man. I'm definitely doing that.
Check.
Music said, I can attest to the crappy dry van rates. Yeah. Yep. Chris Hammer said, do you still have the reefer? Yep. That's the plan. David said, Justin said that dry reefer is really, really bad. Dry rates are bad. Sometimes putting dry freight in the reefer, depending on what it is. Justin said there's no loads at all. That's just what Justin said. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. I mean,
it's slim pickings out there, dude.
Jorge, yes, the truck is sold. El Hueso has a new owner up in Illinois. I told him, hey, I have a YouTube channel, so some people might holler at you on the CB radio and be like, Velox, what's up, Velox? And just let them know, yeah, this ain't Velox no more. He's probably going to change the name. I mean, are you allowed to change? Is it like a boat where once it's named, you can't change the name? I don't know. I don't think he can pronounce El Hueso though. El Hueso. Let's see. Hopefully soon my family will be moving to Tennessee from Georgia. Nice. Georgia's nice though too, depending on where you're at down there. It's kind of cool. Sherwin said, what I missed. Dude, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, bro. And then you say I'm still a month behind on videos down here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you missed them.
You got a lot to catch up on because that truck that you clicked on, I sold it. Sold it today. We sold it. And I just ruined. That was a spoiler alert for you, though. Now you're going to be watching the videos for the last month and you're going to be like, wait, I already know he sold it now. Dang it. But anyway, that's what happened. That's what happened today. And then we were raising money for my daughter's softball team. So that's why the Cash App is up on the screen. If anyone wants to still donate, 100% of it's going to the softball team. So we are already over $1,000. Our goal was 500 and we're already over 1,000. So you guys came through in a big way. I'm just making sure all the people who are in here now, I'm doing the telethon thing, huh? Where it's like, all right, well, just these phones are just keeping on ringing off the hook. And they just keep talking about it the whole time they're on. Okay. Let's see. Doug Fisher said, now that you're unemployed, Nick's going to be the PTA mom. Dude, I wish I could just slip.
Are we going to talk about moms like they don't do anything?
Slip on into that role.
Are we going to talk about moms like what they do?
No, especially not a PTA mom. Have you ever seen a PTA mom?
No.
They do a lot.
Tread lightly, Doug. Tread lightly.
Benito said, try power only. I'm doing $8,000 to $9,000 a week, Arkansas to Chicago. Yeah, so
to Chi-Town?
So basically, there's lanes that are still good. And anything, like if you can get on with like certain things, Chicago basically is like one of the only paces that play. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Paces that play? No, places that pays.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the lanes that go in and out of there are good lanes. If you can get up that way and run around up there, you can make money. For me, out of Tennessee, and then trying to get back to Tennessee, it just kind of, I always have to like circle around to get there to make money. And so it takes me longer than I want to be gone and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. 7C said some stores have multiple tanks for 87. So it's possible for certain 87 pumps to run out and some still pump. Okay. So maybe that's what happened. But I got the 91. We needed it anyway.
And we did it.
We can do it. Oh, we got another Cash App. Oh, shoot. We got a lot. Shoot, dang. All right. Daniel, I see that. Thank you. Dave, Hans. That's another one, Hans? Thank you, Hans. And then Anthony. Man, you guys are awesome. Yeah. I have to pull it back up. It's not updating.
That's what it is.
Oh, maybe that was all the old ones, and I just the notifications just like took a while. I don't know.
Can you just click on the? Oh yeah, there you
Yeah. Okay. So that's all where we were.
Yeah.
Some of the notifications were just way behind on it, but yeah, we're still
It's all good.
Yeah. I just thought like a whole slew of them came in right now. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? But the notifications were just catching up. Let's see. Dave said, I'm good friends with Justin and T-Dubs. Yeah, they're good people, man. They're good people.
We had fun. I mean, it was kind of a gamble to go spend a whole weekend in a cabin with someone that you really don't know.
Yeah.
but I mean, I would say the thing that I learned most about them is that they love their kids. They're all about their boys and family. That was the one thing we had a good time with them one-on-one, hanging out at night, chatting and, getting to know each other more and stuff. But they are, it was fun. We had a really, really good time, and we're going to take Lucy to Dollywood in June for her birthday. That was our original plan, but Justin was like, go at Christmas with us. It's beautiful. And he wasn't lying. It's beautiful. If you can go to Dollywood at Christmas, y'all see the videos.
It was fun.
It's so pretty. All the tunnels, all the lights, all my kids were like, well, Miles didn't get to go.
Yeah.
But my girls and Gus, they were all about it. Gus rode right. But it was so fun.
Sherwin said he just got $4,500 to go to Colorado from Tennessee. Yeah, the Colorado lane tends to pay okay because you end up in Colorado and it's tough to find loads out of there sometimes. But it kind of just depends, like sometimes you can get lucky and get something decent paying coming out that goes to another decent market. Sometimes you can kind of play around. And he did say that's a dry van, so that's really good. That's really good. Charlie Mike 10-4, hey Velox fam, hope all is well from the ports of Long Beach. I like it. Jared, what's going on? Big Dave.
It's pouring outside.
Yeah, it's raining good
all of
outside.
a sudden I was like, whoa, that's a lot louder.
Jorge, I don't know exactly what's next. I have a few different options on the table. Basically, I have like a list of possibilities, and I have to wait for the money to hit my bank account. And once the money hits my bank account, I can go and see which of those opportunities is still available to me, and then we'll go from there. But I'm definitely going to be making videos about it. You guys will be along for the ride the whole way, and we'll see what happens with it. Han says, sent you $20 more. Don't want you to think I'm a cheapskate. No way, bro. I was thinking everyone, could just get like 5 or 10 and we'd be good, And then all you guys started going a little overboard on me. You guys started going way beyond what we needed.
It was cool. Miles picked up the girls because they have youth group on Wednesday night, and so he picked them up for us. And when they came in, Maggie said, "Is Dad still alive?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, Did he fill out my calendar? And I said, he filled out 2 calendars. And she was like, what? So she was very excited because, we're in a weird spot right now financially. I know other people are. So and
it's the holidays.
It's a big deal.
Really appreciate you guys' generosity.
It was, again, greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Alex said, congratulations on selling your truck from Fort Worth, Texas, God's country. Well, it's kind of hard for Texas to be God's country when Tennessee is God's country.
Oh,
just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. You can't. I mean, our God's not big enough for the both of us. Or wait.
Oh. Next comment.
I'm just joking.
Just so stupid.
Let's see.
So now what's your...
TTYT. Talk to you tomorrow. I don't know, Robert. It seems
We're
like
too old to know what those things are.
No, I think your phone's rebelling against you. Whatever you're trying to say, I think it's.
So I guess it will take you like a month to get back on the road. I hope not.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to burn through, the capital I have now. I want to be able to invest the capital I have now, rather than just burn through it sitting around at the house. So if I'm going to be sitting for a month, I think I'd rather just go get a job, to be honest, than just sit around. Like go get a job and work my butt off for the next month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, and then, pivot my business the way I want to go. But yeah, I think that's kind of we'll see what happens. I like it to be quicker than that personally, much quicker than that. Justin said, "You inspired me to get my CDL." That's awesome, bro. I appreciate the you letting me know that, because when I started this, I didn't know that I was gonna like have an effect on other people. I didn't know my channel was gonna actually get beyond like 100 people. Like I just kind of figured it would be a little thing. You definitely didn't think it would. You were like, "This is dumb." I was
like, "YouTube stupid, don't do it." And I redact. I redact that statement. It's redacted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on. What it said. Did Justin snore? We didn't sleep in the same room. Believe it or not. We rented a cabin that
everyone got their own rooms.
Yeah.
Also, Katie and I went to bed before you guys. You guys stayed up late. We were like, "Yeah, we're gonna be the ones getting up with kids, so we're going to bed."
Yeah. No, me and Justin stayed up late one night talking, and then I was gonna stay up the next night, and I was like, "What am I doing? I'm really tired. I'm just gonna go to bed."
I am not young anymore.
I did the 4.5 hour sleep thing or 5 hour sleep
and
thing.
Then we walked
the first night. Yeah.
Who even knows how long we walked, because we just walked all we would.
Yeah. So anyway, I have no clue if Justin stars or not, because we were like across the cabin from where he was at with Katie. So no clue.
I'm not sure.
Unless the only person I've heard ever in my life that could wake up a whole house with their snoring was my dad.
I mean, the first time I ever stayed at their house, I stayed in Nick's room and he stayed in the living room. And I opened the door from his bedroom to go and like get something to drink in the middle of the night. I was thirsty. I don't sleep well other places. And when I opened the door, I was like, "What is that noise?" And then I walk to the kitchen and I get a drink of water and I'm like, "What is that?" I walk down the hall to the bathroom, and the bathroom in the hallway is that door is across from his parents' bedroom door, and the door was cracked. And I realized that was that was.
You're watching like a weird snake.
No, I'm not watching it. I hit it. I did not. I'm not watching it.
I had it open the whole time. And it's just a weird snake video, and I'm like, "Why are you watching snakes?" Like, I'm not scared of snakes, but like I don't watch snake videos either.
It's not a snake video. My friend posted that there were snakes in their woods part. So shut up. I'm watching snake videos. Yeah. Welcome to our show.
Look like snake videos to me.
Anyways, I can't even impersonate it, because it was just, I was like, whoa. And it was the pitch and the volume. It was
my dad had a way. He had a way of snoring.
I was like, I don't know how Tina is sleeping.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah. Yeah, Music City Transport said, "Now you have to hit up Lookout Mountain, Rock City to be an official transplant." Yeah, I've driven by down there, going towards Chattanooga, and but I've never been up, any of those places, done any of that stuff. Let's see. Sherwin said, "See, I got a broker in Colorado. I take his load back to Little Rock." That's a good deal then, man.
Yeah, if you got a hookup.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There's good brokers who have good paying freight, and they're not like they have a connection with the customer, and so they are going to pay good no matter kind of what the spot market's doing. But then there's a lot of other loads that are on the spot market that are just they're a load for today only, or for whatever.
Right.
Like they're not a contract, and so they don't end up paying very good. The shipper doesn't want to pay very much. The broker still wants to make their money on it, or more than their money on it. And so, yeah. Like there's still, I mean, I got offered a load. I mentioned this in a video, but I got offered a load that was like 300, 400 miles, and it was like $2,000. And so there's still good loads out there. It's just a matter of being in the right place to be able to haul them and knowing the brokers that have those loads, because those are the brokers that they don't end up hitting the spot market. So you don't find them on the DAT load board. You just got to already have the line in place with them where they trust you. $4,500 drive in for Tennessee to Colorado. I would have to see the rate confirmation on that one. Yeah, he doesn't believe you.
Yeah, it's cab over culture.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus said, Velox, love your vids, and Elway. So, bro, I sold Elway so today. I sold it. Elway so's on its way to Illinois right now. On its way, but it's a good thing. I'm happy. Happy pumpkin. Cab over culture. What's going on? What is going
What
on?
up? No, we have the reefer.
Yeah, I have the reefer, but
Don't fear the reefer.
don't fear the reefer.
Actually, you should, because it sucks, right?
Yeah, Pat.
What?
Pat said, not sure Jessica wants you around the house for a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would put up with me.
I would just whoosh, put him to work.
We'd get some stuff done.
Oh yeah.
We'd get some stuff done. 806 driver, what's going on?
What up? He called you today, yeah?
Yeah, we
Was
talked.
that
We
guy?
talked on the telephone today. We did. I appreciate the
Black
call.
friends.
Mm-hmm. Jorge said, "Hey, I'm taking a month and a half off. It is well deserved after working like a madman all year long. You should consider it depending on your finances." Yeah, I want to.
That's the goal, but
I want to get in and I don't. Every time I think about taking like a long chunk of time off, I think about the money I'd be leaving on the table just by burning through, the capital. Like I have a lot of things I want to put that money towards in ways that I want to use it to invest. And so if I just spend it and sit around at the house, then, to me, it's like a wasted opportunity that I could have used that money to, have it make more money for me in the future because, I'd like to, by the time I'm like 50 years old, not have to be driving in the truck every day and not have to be running hard like a madman all year like you do. So if I just keep a slow and steady pace like the turtle, is it tortoise in the hair or turtle in the hair?
tortoise in there.
Tortoise, like the tortoise, then, be the tortoise, not the hare.
Turtle works, but
It's
the
yeah,
same as tortoise.
You're right. David, can I get the blue wrench next to my name? You can. I can figure out how to do it. I don't mind. Anyone who asks me, I pretty much have the blue wrench. I just open that window up. We're going to end up with all kinds of people asking now. I'm going to have to keep the phone handy. Let's see.
Jorge.
Did you ever end up getting direct customer freight out there like you did back here in California? One of my connections from California has loads that deliver here, like in Tennessee. But it was really hard to find a load to get out to Texas where those loads pick up. And so that was kind of the hard part. So, yeah. So I don't have anything right now, but we're working on a few things. Chris said there's so many brokers out there that doesn't even post on Lowboard because they have developed their own group of carriers to move their freight. Exactly, Chris. And those are the ones that you want to have a good relationship with. If you know them, if you've already worked for them, then you've earned that right to like take care of them, and then they usually take care of you. What's really hard is when you're just running off the spot market and you don't have those connections in this type of a market. Like they're never going to hit the load board. Like with just the freight volume that there is right now, you're not. It would take someone canceling on them at the very, very, very last minute, right before the load cutoff, for them to post it on the load board. And that just doesn't happen right now with the freight market the way it is. So, yeah, Jesus definitely sold Elway, so bro. But we'll see what happens in the future. Well, we got some plans in place. Dale Johnson, hello from Ohio. Who day? I'll just throw that out there at you.
Who dey?
Let's see. Joe said, look up Sassnack on YouTube. He has a nice 04 389 with big ARI sleeper on it. He wants 100 G's. Yeah, so I think that's probably right in the realm that it should be. Music City said, I think you should get a taco truck and hit up all the rest areas. Hey, man.
Taco trucks.
I'll be honest. There's a part of me that's like, I would love to just like start up some California style cooking out here. There's enough Californians in Tennessee that I think we'd have a market for it. You know what I mean? Some California style Mexican food, some California style barbecue, do some tri-tip.
If I close my eyes and think hard enough, I can literally taste
LVS.
Elvia's in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's sad.
LVS was good. 806 Driver said, wish you guys the best of luck in whatever direction you decide to take, buddy. I appreciate it. Jesus said, Elway will forever be missed. Yep. I
don't think Gus gets it.
I kind of just told him when he came home from school, I said, hey, man, the black truck's gone. And he went and he looked and he said, oh, black truck's gone. And I was like, yeah, black truck's gone. It's not here anymore. We have to say bye-bye to the black truck. But once I bring the, whatever I end up getting here, I have a truck that I want to go buy. I can't buy it until I have money. And so I'm like
one step at a time.
Yeah. We're working towards something. But anyway, if I can go and buy the truck that I want to go and buy, and there's a few other ones that I could buy, but there's one in particular that I really want. And so anyway, so if I can bring that one home, I think he'll be stoked on it. It's different, way different, older.
He's not gonna care what truck.
It's a truck. He's gonna be stoked on it.
I think as he gets older, he might get attached to trucks you have, but yeah, I think now he's just like big truck.
Dude, Josh, I'm on a live, bro. Hey, you know what's weird is there was a guy who jumped in and his name was Dab Josh. Yeah, and I was like, wait, that's what I was like, except his skin was a little tanner than yours, and I was like, wait, that's not Josh.
His skin was a little tanner.
That's yours. Yeah, go. I'll give you a call later. That was my friend Josh Dabs, and that was the guy in here earlier was named Dab Josh, and I was like, is that Josh? Is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know.
It's coming.
It's raining. Dale, that's really too bad for you, man. It's really too bad.
Sucks for you.
It really does. It really does. Should I take the time to block him from my channel right now anyway? Is that too all right, I won't go that far. I'll have pity on you guys since you guys are in a bad season. Actually, you guys haven't had a losing season in since Mike Tomlin's been there, which is a long time. So I'm rooting that this year might be a losing season for you guys, but I really could have, would have been nice for you guys to beat the Ravens last week, but no, you guys couldn't do that.
We just need you to have one win, and you guys can't even do it for us. Thanks.
Yeah. There you go. 04 would be a 379, not a 389. Okay, yeah. That I knew that transition was somewhere in that range, but yeah, that's there. Yeah, David, I saw Justin's video about the trailer being down. I saw I think he made three different videos about it. I'll be honest, I don't watch them all beginning to end anymore. I used to watch them just nonstop, but anymore, now that I'm recording my own stuff, it's really hard for me to keep up with everyone. Yeah, Charlie said, how aerodynamic or plastic are you going to go? We'll see, man. We'll see. You're just going to have to wait and find out. Just like I have to wait and find out because I don't know what's going to be available to me by the time I get the cash actually processed into the bank account, which is kind of a frustrating thing, right? To get a cashier's check from someone and then have the bank put a hold on it. It's but that's a cashier's check. It's the same as
cash.
It's the same as cash.
That's the whole point.
It's just cash that is directly sent to someone else. It can only be cashed by one person, but it's cash. That's the whole point of it. So it's kind of frustrating. Why do you put a hole in this? So I'm going to chew the bank out tomorrow. I'll probably just close all my accounts with them anyway. Screw them. But anyway,
I say that all the time.
I do say that all the time because I really don't like where we bank, but it's really hard to transition to a different bank in the middle of business. There's so many things connected to those accounts, so many bills that are on auto pays, and it would just, oh my gosh. Just thinking about the headaches about it right now, just no thanks. We'll stay with them. Dang it. All right, Jorge said, hopefully I'll be off the truck by the end of 2023. Just need to add one more truck to the fleet to justify my salary and staying back to manage everything behind the scenes. Jorge, man, that's kind of maybe not the dream for me, but there's definitely a similar pathway that I'm looking to take. But that's yeah. If you got the customers then you can keep adding to the fleet until you can slip out of that truck and into a management role, and it's a lot better. Christine said maybe your time down getting autism wrap on your trailer, floating puzzle pieces. Maybe that would be cool. I'd be down with that.
We've seen different trucks that have like been
Yeah.
full on.
Jessica suggested that I do like at least like a sticker of some sort. But I never wanted to kind of do anything on the truck. I always wanted the truck to be like minimalist, chill. Although I put the big Elway sticker on in the background, but you wanted that to be part of like my logo at some point, right, or something like that.
I don't know. We
forget.
We talked about a lot of things, so I don't know.
Yeah. I figured you would have pulled the ad down. Oh yeah, I probably should. I haven't gotten any calls in a couple days, so I don't even know if the ad's working. Those guys suck. David, you're from Chicago. Are you a Bears fan, David?
Chi-Town?
No one calls it Chi-Town.
I do.
Yeah. Joe said, "Yep." After I said 389, call myself a dumb butt. It must be a 379 then. Yeah, I think I knew that happened at some point when the 389 came out, but I'm not like a truck buff. I'm really not. I know I had a cool truck, before I sold it, but I'm not like a truck buff. Like when guys talk about all the like years and the different ways that they can determine what year is what and when they changed from this thing to that thing, like I don't know all that information. I'm not all there. So Adam, did I sell the truck? Yes, sir, I did. Thank you for joining us. Been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. So you guys are awesome. And
this is like the biggest live we've ever had, like amount of people.
Most amount of people, yeah. You guys are.
It was like 370 earlier. I was like, what the heck?
I think what it was is I left them hanging with the last video,
yeah.
And they're like, did he sell it or what? Yeah, no, I think we're gonna flood right now because I think the house might float away because it's raining really hard.
There's a river right there.
That
our metal roof is like loud.
Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta...
Okay, sorry, I got it. I'm trying to catch up. Steve said, I was curious as to how long it takes to edit your videos. It depends on the video. Sometimes like an hour, sometimes a couple hours, give or take. Let's see. Stat Trucking said, for the softball, your California content helped shape my trucking dream come true. Nothing but gratitude for you. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Very much.
Very much. Yeah. No, I'm not. Are you from Tennessee or California? I'm from California. We moved to Tennessee in June. Yeah. In June. Wheel Burner Express. What is going on?
You're tardy.
Yeah, way tardy. 2 hours and 18 minutes late. Jeez Louise. What were you doing? Were you hanging out in Calgary? Sorry, that's an inside joke. If you weren't on Wheel Burner's live last night, he had a live going, and there's some people in Canada.
There it is.
Some people in Canada that say Calgary, like they call it Calgary, and I had never heard that before, and I just got a kick out of it. Calgary. But anyway, yeah. So I sold my 389. It sold today. It drove out of the driveway. I shed a tear, and then I laughed all the way to the bank. And then
our next plans are forthcoming. Yeah,
and then we're kind of holding our cards a little bit close to the vest with what's happening next. So it's
that wind.
But that's what we've been up to, Wheel Burner. That's what we've been up to.
Can you guys hear that on the live?
It's dumping rain. I mean, I don't.
And it's the wind.
And the wind is blowing it against the house.
It's like loud against the window because the window's right here.
Adam said, "You getting another truck soon, or what's the move?" Yeah, we'll see. There's a few different trucks that I'm looking to get, and so I have them all saved on my truck paper and all that. So I'm looking for something maybe. Well, I know I want to have something that's paid off. So that's the first criteria is paid off, and then I could see myself buying a few different options. So we'll see what we get. What are your thoughts on the Peak 567? I like 567. That's cool. I mean, I figure if you're going to go plastic, you should just go all the way plastic and try and get aerodynamic. But that one's kind of like that weird hybrid. Like I'm plastic, but I kind of want to act like I'm a hood truck. It's kind of weird, but anyway.
These are so good.
Yeah, no, you made them really, really good. Really good. Wheel burner. I'm hilarious. I know. I appreciate you pointing that out, though. I really think I am.
Oh boy,
don't you?
Just I piss my pants all the time.
She literally pisses her pants all the time because of how funny I am.
Just on the ground, rolling around laughing.
ROFL. See, I got it right there. I really did. ROFL, LMAO.
With a dumb dad joke.
I'm okay. Dave said I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Nice. Yeah, the Bengals. I'm a Bengals fan. The Bengals came and played in Nashville a couple weeks ago, but I didn't want to spend the money to go over there. It was the ticket prices are way expensive.
Next year.
Way expensive. Yeah, Chris said he could hear it when the wind kicked up.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, TW said more rain, need more cookies.
That's why I grabbed them.
Let's see. Wilbur said, "Best of luck to you and your family, Nick." Thank you, appreciate it. We've got some other things that are potential, things that could happen in the future, but I'm kind of keeping all those things close to the vest, and I'll unveil them as necessary, whenever we can. So,
Are you wearing a vest?
Mm-hmm.
Don't try not to laugh.
I don't know. What does that mean?
One of my cards goes to the vest.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
No.
Uh-huh.
I got my reflective vest out in the shop.
Yeah, you're so cute.
Let's see. Joshua said, "Big fan of yours from Jersey. Thank you for everything you do." Thanks, bro. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Yeah, Jorge said it was raining really bad and wind in California.
California didn't know what to do.
Joe wants a bite of the cookie.
Oh, sorry. I don't share.
I just say, how do you get commercials for your website? The ones like for the YouTube channel, they just put them on there. It's whatever advertisers try to pay for advertising spots on my channel.
You just get to pick where they go, right?
No, I don't even pick where they go. I don't pick their frequency. I don't pick where they go. I leave all of that up to YouTube. So YouTube handles all of that stuff for me, so that because they know, like how many is too many and where to put them. Usually their algorithm knows where to put them. They try to time it to where people drop out and where, try and keep people from clicking off the video. So I just figure they've got like millions of videos worth of data that they can like figure out how to place those the best. So why do I wouldn't want to jump in and try to like outthink their algorithm, because I figure they're better at it than I am. So I just let them do it all. Plus I have no control over what gets advertised. So I just figured, man, I just don't want to have any part of this. The whole advertising thing, like they can just do whatever, and all they can do is just send me a check for whatever they owe me.
Joy to the world. Gus fell asleep on the couch. I'm gonna go put him to bed officially. Okay. So kids are gonna be sleepers. Try not to yell at the computer.
Okay, I'll try. No promises.
I know.
All right. Freightliner or Peterbilt for a starting rookie? I don't know. Just a truck. Honestly, I don't have preference. I've driven my first job. I drove Freightliners, Peterbilts, Max, a couple Max, a Volvo or two, mostly Freightliners in that. But all of them were good to like learn how to drive in, and 10-speed. I would say learn how to drive a 10-speed, because once you learn how to drive a 10-speed, you can pretty much drive. You can learn how to drive almost anything else. A 13 is not that much different. An 18 is not that much different. A Super 8 or whatever they call it, the little 8-speed transmission isn't that much different. I drove a truck one time with a 9-speed, and I was like, oh, this is a totally different pattern than what I'm used to, and yet still the same concept of driving the 10-speed applies. That would be my one thing. Try not to get the license with the automatic shifting. You know, like some CDLs you are only good for automatics, and that just limits you on what you can do and what trucks you can drive and where you can go to work and all that kind of stuff. So Wilbur says, still turning 8.8 to 9 miles per gallon out of my 2020 Cascadia. Plastic all the way to the bank. Hey, man, I believe it. I believe you when you say that. Bruce said there's nothing plastic on a T660. Really? I guess fiberglass, but, you know, isn't T660, you know, still – and you're telling me there's no plastic on the interior? There's plastic. There's plastic on that truck somewhere. Jorge said you need to start a dad joke segment in every video or a dad joke of the day. That would be cool. I would enjoy doing that. Kroger Sucks 45 said late to the party. How many miles were on the truck? 146,000 miles. And we sold it today, this afternoon. It's gone. Hugh said Volvo with an automatic. Let's see. Anthony said, miss seeing your Pete out here in the 209. You motivated me to get my license, and I did. And I'm the guy you gave a B-Day shout out to like a year and a half ago. Okay, I remember you, Anthony. I remember you were from like Livingston or Atwater or somewhere down there. I remember. That's awesome. You were working. Where'd you go to work at? I forget. You went to work for someone around there. I forget where you were working at, but hopefully you're still trucking, and hopefully your career's panning out the way you hope it will, because trucking it's been a life-changing career for me. So as much as like I've thought about getting out of it, it's only because of the success I've had in trucking that I've even had the opportunity to think about maybe getting out of trucking. You know, like trucking is still it's not like I'm trying to get out of it because I hate it. It's more like it's afforded me the opportunity to do some other things that I kind of enjoy doing also, and that might fit my lifestyle more. But I think I'm staying in trucking, but we're just trying to stay more local and have lower overhead and do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Najee said, I'm looking forward to seeing your truck. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have one yet, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what pathway, what doors open up for me as we move forward. So Steve said, isn't the Steelers a CFL team? My dad grew up in Cincinnati and a Bengals fan. Of course, the Reds baseball teams are growing up. I became a fan back in the 60s. Man, you've been around a while. You've been around since Paul Brown was coach of the Browns. And then they screwed him over and he went down to Cincinnati and started the Bengals. So, yeah, Robert said, what commercials? Unless you have YouTube Premium, then you don't see the commercials. But I've gotten a couple of comments that like, man, the commercials are too much, Velox. And I'm like, sorry, man, they put them in there. Like they decide the frequency and all that kind of stuff. So Chris Hammer said Super 10. Okay, so I thought there was a Super 8 too. Is that not a thing? Maybe that's not a thing. My bad. Robert Gunn said W900 hood is plastic. W9, not the W9, maybe the W990 or something like that, but not the W9. W9's not plastic, right? That thing's made out of metal. Wheelburner has the 12-speed automated with DD15 and 308 rears. Okay, so you got 308s too. See, I had 308s in mine, the one I sold today. But yeah, so you can get trucking down the road pretty quickly in that thing. So you can run at a little bit of a higher speed, but still get decent fuel mileage. Let's see. Chris said drove a 379 day cab with a 3406, tuned up 700 horsepower with the Super 10. That thing was wicked. Yeah, 700 horsepower is well, it's a little bit much. A little bit much. Yeah, let's see. Joseph Watt said, props for doing what's best for you and your family. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. There you go. Freightliner Columbia is the way to go. I'm not that's not off the table. That's not off the table at all. Not at all. Drum said, you bought a Columbia? No, I haven't bought anything yet. But now I just said, my wife and I would like to know, what do you use for editing your videos? I use the Adobe Premiere Pro. So it's kind of like it's a subscription based online like program, but it's the Adobe program, so it's like almost, it's like professional grade editing stuff. I don't even scratch the surface on what it all can do. I just know that I have like a tool that's like consistent and a good tool that I can. It won't be as flaky. Like some of the editing softwares I was trying to do and the apps I was trying to use weren't as like consistent. I would have issues trying to upload. I would have issues trying to transfer files. I would have issues on all kinds of stuff. And with the Adobe software, I'm able to kind of be a little more consistent with it. Hans said, did you go straight from getting your CDL to owner operator? No, I hauled tomatoes for Morningstar Trucking in California for like 2.5-3 months during the season. Then after the season, I went and did dry van for like 3 months or 4 months. Was it 4 months? Was it 6 months?
Oh,
I
gosh.
forget.
That was all a blur of our life.
But anyway, and then I was a company driver for about 6 months at Silva Trucking in Stockton, California. And then I bought my first truck through them and leased onto them as an owner operator about a year after I got like 9 months after I got my
Don't ask me
CDL.
timeline. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was a little more than that. It was like a year, almost a year and a half after I got my.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half after I got my CDL that I bought my first truck, I think.
Sure.
I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, but that was kind of the plan, was to become an owner operator as quickly as I could. And yeah, Plays on Freeway said it's fiberglass. W900 is fiberglass. Okay, I thought it was metal. I had no clue. The W9, the hood truck, but it's not even a metal hood. That's crazy. T680's favorite non-hood truck for CJ Hudson there. Okay, Music State Transport is getting technical on us. W9 is made from metal polymer liquid resin product. Yeah, you're getting too technical. That's basically what they said, right? I don't know. What do you think about Justin's W900? I like the truck. I like W9s. I enjoy them. If they got better fuel mileage, I'd probably have one. Wilburn said best mileage is at 68 to 70 miles an hour. Okay, yeah, that's kind of where mine was too. Either really low RPMs in my overdrive, in my 13th gear, or I'd have to drop it. I just, the only bummer was that I would have to shift gears like any little hill. I'd have to split the gear back to 12th and keep the RPMs from dropping too low. Otherwise, it just would defeat the whole purpose of trying to save fuel. Because if you get down to below 1,200 RPMs, you're burning more fuel than if you're running at a higher RPM. So I'd downshift to get it back up to 1,400 RPMs, and then I get it up back up to like 66, 67 miles an hour, and then I'd shift back down and get down to 1,300 RPMs, and then I'd cruise it around 1350. And that was usually about 68 miles an hour in 13th. So stay away from Cascadia 11 to 15 models. Too many depth issues. Yeah, if I get something, I really want something paid off, and so it tends to be stuff that's older than that anyway. So yeah. Anthony said, yeah, definitely life-changing. I'm working for a company out of Stockton, running from Costco and Tracy to Texas and back to Costco every week. That's cool. Texas runs are fun, but they you definitely put some miles down. You're running 4,000 miles a week, man. You're putting it down. Let's see. I'm wondering about the commercials. I'm not premium YouTube and don't see them in Velox. Just trucking or trucking together vids. Yeah, you probably, I don't know. Maybe you're not the target market, so they just skip over your account. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You should see some, to be honest. You should see some unless you have YouTube Premium, because that's how they pay me, is all of the ads that get put on there. But it may just be a demographic thing. Oh, what's up, Provider Grind in the house? Just delivered the Lowe's to Morningstar up near Dunnigan. Okay, that's way up Northern California. That's way up there, right? So what? So did you do up to Williams? But Dunnigan's even further up there than that, right? Do they have somewhere even further north? That's a long way from where you're at too, because I know you're down in LA. Shoot, dang. Jorge said I run all T680s and can't get more than 6.9 miles per gallon. And you guys haul loaded all the time, or do you guys run some empty miles, and do you run dry van? Tell me how's the weather up there, because I'm headed that way to go to Michigan in my Freightliner Century class of the D60. I'm in Tennessee and it's just raining like crazy right now, but I don't know about up north of us. I know it was snowing up in like Minnesota and maybe Wisconsin earlier today, but I don't know about Michigan. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be snowing up there. It's about that time of year. Velox 18 is a master videographer. Man, I wish I could get better at it, to be honest. If I really like honed in on that craft, I think it'd be fun, but it's really hard to do that and be like a trucker at the same time. It's tough. Sorry, I'm trying to skip through some of these. I'm trying to skip through some of these comments. So Johnny said, "Are you going to move back to Cali now?" No, nope. We're here, man. We're in Tennessee. We just raised over $1,000 for the softball team tonight, for our local softball team. So we're in this community, and we want to put roots down here. And our daughters are going to go to high school here. Gus is going to go, basically his entire school career will be here in this county. And so our plan is to be here indefinitely. And then, after the kids grow up and everything, maybe we'll have a desire to go somewhere else. But until then, this is it, man.
We're here.
This is it. And this house, we bought it pretty much at the top of the real estate market. So we won't have equity in it for a long time, but I mean, as long as we can make the monthly payment, it doesn't really matter to me what it's worth.
We still don't pay a lot of money.
What?
So we still don't pay a lot of money comparatively. Yeah.
All right. It looks like Mrs. Velox is getting ready to fall out. So look at it's Miss Velox being held hostage. Blink twice if you need help.
If anyone's getting held hostage in this relationship, it's him.
Okay, Provider Grind said big snow blizzards up in Michigan. Yeah, good luck. Good luck up there.
Well, and it just changes so quickly here. It's like you just gotta look on the app and look and follow the weather. Nick's like part trucker, part weatherman. He'll be like, "Did you see the weather? The front coming in?" I'm like, "No," because I don't watch the weather like a hawk, like a nerdy little weather hawk that you are.
I mean, when you're a trucker, you watch the weather. That's just kind of part of it too. Like if you're trucking around, it's just the weather moves and then you're moving simultaneously, so stuff can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. But
yeah. Well, especially when you're up there,
I'm a weather nerd anyway. But
you are. He wants to on the side. He wants to chase tornadoes. Is what he wants to do.
Well, just if I was independently wealthy like Fate Trucking, I would probably go storm chasing during the springtime. I'm just saying. Let's see. 7C says, "Are you going to still consider a hood truck if it's paid for, or are you going to do plastic only for fuel mileage?" Yeah, hood truck is on the table for if it's paid off, and depending on the setup I'm going for and stuff. So, yeah. Michael, did you sell your tractor? Sorry, just clicked on. Yes, I did. And then we raised over $1,000 for my daughter's softball team. So thank you to everyone who gave. Callie Grown also asked that too. I tuned in late. Did Elway sell? Yes, it did.
This is not our longest live, not by a long shot.
Who said that?
Someone, Jorge. He said, "Is this the longest live you've been on?" Nope.
Nope. No,
3+ almost 4 hours one time. This is like
this is just about the.
we had the most people we've ever had on a live. It was like 375 at 377 at some point. That was a lot. That was cool.
Yeah. Callie Grown is giving me the sad face, but you know what? It's actually it was
almost 10 o'clock here, guys.
It was a little sad. It was a little sad for a moment.
Oh yeah.
But when I saw the truck driving out of my driveway with someone else driving it, it was like, oh shoot. Like they're not stealing it. Like I'm letting them do that.
Wait.
And that's not my truck anymore. But it's also like the key to kind of moving forward with some other plans we have. So it's easy to kind of, get over it. And ultimately, like I've said this in a bunch of videos, but like when my father-in-law was like, well, this isn't going to be the last truck you ever buy. And it's like, you know what? You're right. Like this isn't the last truck I'm going to buy. If I really wanted to get sentimental about a truck, I'd save up all my money and sell all my kids. And I would go and buy his truck that he had when I met her. He had Miss Lola, which he sold to Magini and Sons, the hay haulers out in Fresno, California. And that truck is now they're like big old, show truck that
it's just pretty now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, California forced them to take it off the road and all that. So anyway,
it's just pretty. It just sits in a spot and it's pretty now.
So anyway, yeah. So all of that. Man, it sucks because some of you guys just hopped in here, so you guys are trying to ask questions that I've already answered and stuff. But
we sold the truck, we raised money, and we'll let you know what we're gonna do next.
Yeah. No, I don't want to buy a 2001 Pete triaxle with a cat. I don't have a use for a triaxle. It would just be extra weight for me. But yeah, thank you, Callie Grown. Appreciate you. This is where we're gonna shut it down. I wish I had a total for you guys, but I don't actually know how much the whatchamacallits. I don't know how much the super chats came in at because I can't see it right now. Plus I need to do the math for how much YouTube's going to take from that. But I know we did over $1,000 of donations tonight that are going directly
just under 1,100
directly to the softball team. The softball coach actually texted Jessica already and just said, hey, I watched some of the live and I really appreciate it. You guys, all of you guys who are giving, you don't even know how much you guys are helping this small community. And some of the girls that want to play softball, and stuff's expensive, man. And if it wasn't for generosity of people like you, then some girls may not get to do it, may not get to play, or may not have the equipment they need. So we really appreciate you guys, and we'll
we're like saying goodbye. Start over. I missed it.
Crazy Uncle BOC is in the house. I'm sorry, BOC. You can give me a call. I can give you the rundown of it in person. How about that?
That's fine.
Will Burner, thanks for stopping in.
Everybody, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Yeah, and
really.
And they appreciate it. And we'll we don't share a ton of our personal life, but I know we'll show a little bit of the girls playing softball. So for those of you that were able to be generous right now, thank you, and you'll be able to see a little bit of that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy Uncle BOC. Raising money for Maggie's softball team. We had a big thing. Nick has his Cash App there, and I put my Venmo. So if you want to, you totally can. We would appreciate that. We're just raising money for their team for the season. Crazy Uncle BOC.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you guys again. You guys rock. And
see you in the next look.